Hello and welcome to Simple Session 2025. We're back in Tallinn, Estonia, and back in the Unibet Arena where we're about to get going with the skateboard qualifiers. I'm James Threlfall, and alongside me in the booth is a man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him one anyway. It's Rune Glifberg. How are you doing, man? First time in Estonia. Excited to be here?
Super excited, and thanks for that lovely introduction, James. Yeah, excited to be here. This course looks insane. Simple Session 25. This is going to be one for the books, I think.
Yeah, 100%, man. We've got this real big course that I think you have to really be there in person to see just how big it all is. Because I think when you're looking out across the park, because everything's so big, like it looks like it's almost normal size. But when you get under those ramps, like, man, they're huge, right? It's a bit of you almost.
Yeah, it's definitely it's like 8 foot plus out there. You know, just like some like the small, like the volcanoes and stuff. It's like an 8-foot volcano. When you're on the floor down there, it seems big. But I think most of all these guys are up for the challenge, and that's what's exciting about Simple Session. You have the transition guys that are just going to bring the full speed craziness, and then you got the more tech sort of street guys that are going to get crazy on the rails and do all the more tech stuff. So I think we're in for a treat today.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. We've got 48 skaters for you in the qualifiers today from over 30 countries as well. Absolutely like an international contest right here. And we're going to have as well 12 different jams across the contest today too. So we've got a lot of skateboarding to get into. If you want to join us, we're on the Simple Session YouTube right now. Jump in that live stream. Let us know where you are watching today. And yeah, grab those drinks and snacks and hang with us. 12 jam groups. We're going to have 4 skaters in each. The big thing today though, right, Rune, is the riders are going to get 2 one-minute runs and both of them count. We're looking for an overall impression from the skaters today.
Yeah, we had a little chat with the judges earlier, and yeah, they're looking for the both runs combined. So they'll give a score after the heat is actually finished, and so that score is going to not really be so affected by the falls. It's overall impression. So you're going to see the guys out there going for really hard stuff because, like I said, the falls aren't going to hurt them as much to get the big score. Of course, you want to try to stay on your board, but if you don't, you still might squeeze into the final, and it's a 15-man final. We got 48 guys, and every one of these 48 guys, I think, can make it into the finals.
Yeah, it's huge. It's going to be a really tough cut. You think 48 down to 15 isn't so, like, it's maybe not so harsh, but when you look at the names that are out there today, we've just seen the starting list up on the screen, like, man, it's going to be tough. There are going to be upsets, right? There's going to be some skaters that could definitely make that top 15 that just, there aren't enough spaces for all of them today. Yeah. And there's our judges as well. We see Mr. Pat Duffy there looking into camera, giving a wave. Yeah, we've got an esteemed panel of judges today. Shouts to the guys that are going to be judging. We talk about that criteria out there. It's going to be a tough cut, and we are seeing our first jam up on screen right now. Coming out of Belgium, we're going to have Bo Brunclair, our first rider today. First time at Simple Session, and he's looking to make his mark. Romario Simmer from Estonia, Simon Gerber from Switzerland, and Rokas Ignotas from Lithuania. But Bo is straight in. Let's check out what he's got to kick off Simple Session 2025.
Yeah, super cool style here. Starts off with backsmith up the ledge. Some of the more tech skating back tail slide right there. Just working the street section a little bit right here, and yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Beautiful tray flip, 5-0 up the up ledge.
Saw a clip of him, his winning run of the Belgian Nationals, and just on fire. Really technical stuff. Oh, just stepping off there. Like we were saying earlier though, where that hasn't kind of cost him particularly any time, it's not really going to hurt him stepping off that biggie front board, right? Like, obviously we'd like to see that, but the judge is not marking him down for stepping off that. It's like, okay, the only thing that is really going to affect you there is just that you've lost a little bit of time. But where he kept it going, I don't think that's going to hurt him too much.
Yeah, he's in good shape right now. And another thing we were talking to the judges about was just the fact that they're looking to see people just ripping. If they see something good, they're going to reward it. So they're not necessarily looking for people to use the whole course. We saw Bo here not really getting into the big transition section on the other side of the course, but that's not going to affect his score.
Yeah, I think it will be interesting to see though the guys that can mix it up on both, that can bring the transition and the street. Yeah, you're not going to get marked down for only using one side of the course, but if you can use both, man, that's definitely going to work in your favor, I think.
Yeah, it's always a plus to be have good variety in your skating. But if you're more into the street stuff, then that's what you should concentrate on and bring out your best stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So Romario in at the moment, Estonian Minister of Skateboarding. How cool is that? Halfway through his run, linking up this street section at the moment, going for that Smith, just sticking on the Smith over that driveway section there.
Yeah, and my info sheet here says he might be the future mayor of Elva.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I think working towards it, right?
Yeah, super cool.
Nice front lip as well there through that rail. That rail is so nice. With everything so scary in the park, I've definitely kind of lingered over there in the practice sessions and enjoyed that rail. Just had a good session.
Yeah, one thing to say about this the street section that we've seen a lot of so far in these first two runs is it is really quick. When you're coming down the big Euro gap, it's actually really fast and scary coming down that, and trying to set up through there is it's not easy.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to set up your feet on some of the more tech tricks, it's definitely going to be challenging with the amount of speed you're carrying and how deep you come down. There's a lot of elevation change there, so the banks are a lot again, like you talked about earlier, they're a lot higher and steeper than they look on TV.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing Simon link one of the hip transfers together nicely there to get his run going. You might have noticed as well that the timer didn't start until he popped his first trick. So that is a thing at Simple Session, rather than it being when you drop in, because there's quite a lot of ground to cover. It is marked from the first trick, and that right there, back nose blunt over the rail, making that look absolutely textbook.
Yeah, super good start too, with the front blunt slide across the flat bar and straight into the front feeble. So good run here, getting into the bigger section, hitting that big bank. I think we're going to see someone over the box jump right here. Big 360 Indy.
Yeah.
Great run right here from Simon so far.
Mentioned earlier, the people that can link both sections together, finding a nice creative way to get out there. As we say, judges not marking you down, like use of course isn't such a big thing for them this year. But if you can use the course, it's never going to hurt. Nice 5-0 up the hubber as well. And that is going to be time right there for Simon. A perfect run. Yeah,
I think the judges are really going to like this. That was a really nicely put together run. Used the whole section. There was a little section in the run where he wasn't doing much stuff out on the big section, just kind of moving across and moving around out there. But he did manage to get a big, nice 360 over the box jump and linked everything together super well. Really strong start. So I think we'll see a good score for him at the end of this heat.
Yeah, absolutely. So we aren't seeing after the first runs the scoring, because it is an overall impression of the two runs. So the judges are definitely making notes and kind of starting to score, but you will see the score for each of the skaters when they finish both runs. Rokas Ignotas coming in from Lithuania right now, well known in the Baltics for his transition skills, but linking up the street section right now, Rune.
Yeah, looking good. Got up to the high coping up there with the frontside yank back in. Oh, Smith grind just getting away from him right there. Slipped into lip slide.
After him, we go back to top of the order. Bo Carrier coming up next.
There it is.
Gets the redemption on that frontside Smith grind.
I seen someone else do that trick the other day, but I can't for the life of me remember who it was. It was you, wasn't it, James?
Oh, it was me.
Oh, it was you.
Yeah, so big props to Rokas there.
Yeah, there you go.
Holding it down. Oh, look at
nice.
that. And that right there is going to be time for his first run. Love that.
Yeah.
He's got the fans in the crowds.
Rock ass. Wait, can I say that?
Of course.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I like those signs. And the ending was amazing too. Just taking a page out of the Mike Vallely handbook there.
Yeah, sweet. So we go back to the top of the list. Like I say, we're not looking at those run one scores yet, so we get straight into run number 2, which keeps things quite fast out there. It really does kind of give this great jam feel. Bo just come in undone on that back, Smith up. Not losing too much time though, getting quickly back on his boards. Got to hustle, as we say. Judges not marking you down for the falls, but you definitely do need to hustle and get back in there. So the thing we're going to see with Bo is he does just need to kind of get himself back in the game, because he had a good first run and he doesn't want his second run to let him down at this point. Getting back in with that tray flip over the driveway though.
Oh, losing the board off right there.
This is the tough thing with overall impression. Both runs count. It isn't until finals tomorrow that the best run will count.
Yeah. 1 minute runs today, so you do have some time to make up if you do have a fall or two. Traditionally you'd see the 45-second runs, but looking at 1 minute runs today is pretty cool.
Yeah, I guess because there's so much more space to this park, it just feels like it makes sense for the 1 minute.
Yeah,
because
sure.
there can be a lot of time traveling between obstacles, and I think it's just accepted that is how it is out here. Obviously it's a multi kind of use park. It's shared between skate and BMX, so from a skate perspective as well, the obstacles have to be big for the BMXs. So for skate, it's like kind of ultra big, and that's something that's really unique to Simple Session every year. Big shout out to Nate Wessel for designing the course for many, many years, and to the build team who managed to absolutely smash it, turning it around in a matter of days. Obviously building a lot off-site, but then kind of getting it set up in this arena in literally a week is incredible work.
Yeah, and skating this, I mean, the build quality, we managed to have a few runs the other day. The build quality is really good.
Yeah.
Where all the ramps hit the floors, where you usually have problems, but everything's seamless, really well done.
Yeah.
And I believe Nate's been doing the course here at Simple Session for about 19 years.
Yeah.
So he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. He's part of the family now.
Yeah, did a great job on this course.
Yeah, Romario just losing his board, losing some time, but that kickflip that he did over the driveway was absolutely beautiful. So I want to see in the final 15 seconds what he can bring. Oh, coming off the back of the backboard, 10 seconds left for him to squeeze something in. This is a really challenging course this year. So props to everyone out there.
And keep in mind, Romario's been skating Simple Session. He made his first appearance in 2007. Yeah. So a veteran out here, and still doing it. So hats off for that.
Yeah, my first time out was 2015, and he was already a veteran by that point. He'd been here many years before.
Right.
But yeah, super welcoming, such a nice dude. It's been great kind of getting to know him and saying hi to him over the years. But yeah, someone who's a little bit of a newer face to Simple Session. It is his second time out here. Comes from literally the smallest countryside village in the mountains of Switzerland, but that does not stop him ripping. Massive front blunt on that Red Bull rail. Front feeble down as well, just linking the street section together so effortlessly. Oh, I love a back overcrook, and that is as good as it gets into the front blunt. Simon, I know, was maybe a little concerned about going in Jam 1. He was like, is that going to hurt me? And, you know, speaking to the judges, they were saying this morning, absolutely not. You know, they're just scoring. They're looking at Run 1 as kind of like setting the benchmark, really. And I think Simon going to be putting himself into, a very nice position. Yeah,
especially when you're doing runs like he's doing right now. Absolutely beautiful. Good use of the course. Loving that 50-50 up and over. Switching it up a little bit right here. Saw the front side flip in the first run. Front hurricane and nails it. Yeah, beautiful.
That is huge. You know, I saw him, I guess, warming up on the kind of flat bar across the driveway, and I was like, oh, that would be cool. Like if, you know, because he bailed it on the driveway rail, I was like, sweet, that'd be a nice trick if he gets that there. And then he just throws it down the handrail in his second run, going all out. You know, that best run counts kind of format allows you to risk it all a bit more. So, you know, guys may be slightly holding back today to make sure that they put down 2 solid runs. That's a risky trick to throw in, making it happen right at the end of his run.
Yeah, and speaking to the riders early on and just looking at the course, all those rails are pretty steep. So not a lot of guys really wanting to step up to those rails and really go full on with those. But Simon definitely throwing some hammers down on it. Yes, liking that kick flip foot plant right there from Rocca's.
Mixing it up as well, kind of switching up his line a little bit for the second run, which is great to see.
Disaster up on the big bank. Oh yeah, alley-oop slider. Keeping it fun out there.
Yeah, nice.
There's that Mike V boneless revert.
Still got 20 seconds on the clock as well. Feels like he's done a lot already in this run. say an improvement on run 1 for Rokas, and that's great because
what do we see here? Big bonus in. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll count that. That was a make.
Yeah.
He made
sweet.
that. He made that. Oh, he's gonna give it one more. He's gonna give it one more.
He wants it.
Yeah,
he's
got it. Oh, he's got 1 second left. Yeah, this is within time.
And that's kind of the great thing as well about simple session. You know, this isn't, you know, Olympics where it's like now it's after time. It's kind of like if the crowd wants to see it, if the skaters want to see it, the judges are going to count it. They're going to enjoy it.
For sure. And it's always tough when you've had a 1 minute run and you're trying to do a big trick at the end.
Yeah.
There's a lot of impact on that, especially on that first one where he was a little bit in the back seat. So just getting away from him, legs might be tired a little bit, but great redemption and got back and got it on the second attempt there.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk us through some of the highlights then, Room. What have we seen?
Oh, beautiful back 360 lip slide right there, and yeah, this straight into the front 50 again on one of the steep rails. Beautiful stuff. Not super happy with the run there, but I liked it. I thought he did well.
Yeah, some great bits
Yeah.
from Romario. Probably
Lip
not
slide.
quite the 2 runs that he would have wanted, but there were some really great moments like this, that kick flip there. A little bit shifty as well over the gap.
Yeah, well done. And just props for being here for that many years in a row. Yeah, this combination right here. Frontside blunt slide on the A-frame, straight into frontside feeble down the rail. Super good combo right out of the gates.
So good, the back nose blunt slides. And I think the judges are going to love that as well, to see like, okay, you've really thought about how these 2 obstacles can work, that you can link that front blunt. The front blunt's going to give you the right angle to get into that front feeble down the rail, just lined up perfectly. And that is so pinched.
Yeah.
I think Simon going to be looking at a great score. I don't think he needs to worry about being in run 1, being an early skater. He is going to have the nerves though of watching everyone else go for the rest of the day and seeing if he makes into that top 15, but I think he's kind of done everything right to make it there.
Nice front pivot right there, right on the edge. Liking that. So that was heat 1. Off to a great start here, Simple Session 25. Beautiful so far.
Awesome, so there we go. You see Simon Gerber coming up in position 1. I'm sure we'll see some scores for the guys very shortly. But yeah, I think he's going to be in a great position, and we'll see if he makes that top 15, and we'll start seeing the other guys slotting in. Those 4 skaters we've just seen really kind of setting the mark for where everyone else is going to need to be, what they're going to need to do if they want to make it into tomorrow's finals.
Yeah, speaking of the judges earlier, we were talking to them and they were saying they were looking at scores at around 80 to make it into the finals today.
Yeah, that's what they're anticipating, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. As we move into jam number 2, Jordan Thackeray from the UK, our sole British rider out here this year. Diego Firesa, Arturs Bogdanovic, aka Mr. Boga, and Sampo Martimo coming from Finland. Jordan getting us going. It's been hanging out with the guys. There's a bit of a thrasher trip out here. Lots kind of going on. Been out like, what were they were using a catapult yesterday, I saw. Did you see any of this?
I think they were like throwing axes and doing some stuff, just soaking up the Estonian life and getting into a little bit of the history here. So actually a lot of these guys taking a day off the practice yesterday. Jordan straight into it. One of my favorites to watch, always exciting. He's got his own style, beautiful way of riding, and his own tricks, and just everything is just rad about him.
Yeah, just like a really exciting skater coming from the UK right now. He's kind of every British skater's kind of favourite skater. Super floppy, very unique style, will skate a course very differently as well. And do you know what? He was saying he was worried about kind of starting on the box and managing to link that gap off the hip into the corner. Made it look easy right there. Coming undone slightly on that front lip, but not losing him too much time. And he's straight back in on the transition as well. Oh,
yeah. But yeah, he's got all the cool little details, like the one before he did the low Z stall back around to Smith and the little barley grind right there. See, that stuff is just beautiful. He tried to teach me that one time and it was just not happening for me. Yeah.
Well, I've got no chance then. But yeah, no, just such a unique skater. Will ride the course in a very different way to anyone else, and a great way to get it going. Like we say, I'm going to keep saying it all day. Judges not marking down bails, so they're looking solely at what you do get done. And do you know what you mentioned just before as well? The judges are going to be looking for those kind of scores in the 80s. Simon Gerber, I'm seeing on my screen right now. We haven't had it on the TV coverage yet, but he got an 82.08 for that run for his first 2 runs there.
Sure.
So he's sat in a good position.
I think so, and I mean, obviously we haven't watched the contest yet, but in my mind, I think like he would be somewhere right on the bubble.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking good so far. Diego getting a little, the switch heel. I was working on that yesterday. Beautiful.
An interesting mini ramp at the back there that he was making work. Diego's such a contest veteran as well, right? He's been on the scene for so long.
And a new dad, so that's always exciting, and gives you some extra motivation. Diego's got a beautiful run going here. Tray flip up the Euro gap.
Yeah, so consistent. Such a great way to get his run going as well. Using that kind of section at the back.
Just missing the kickflip over the rail.
Yeah, but you know what? He's got so much in already. Again, the judges aren't going to mind. That's like, okay, it was a huge trick. He fell. That's fine. And I think we were kind of talking to the judges. They were saying about that wow factor and just saying there's appreciation as well. Like if you fall on something that is a really hard trick, they're not going to be like, oh, okay, like, they're going to look at it and go, do you know what? That was a really hard trick. It's very understandable that you would fall on that.
Yeah, for sure.
So kind of like the latter part of the run kind of falling apart a little bit, but he got so much into that first 40 seconds up until that kickflip. I think there's going to be a lot for the judges to score there, so I think that'll be still great for Diego.
Yeah, I think so. Obviously not the ending he wanted, but it was great up until that kickflip.
Yeah, and do you know what? That bit where he slid on the paint on the edge of the jump box, that's exactly what I did riding across the park the other day as well. And gave myself that friction burn.
Oh, nice.
Devastated. Right, back in with Mr. Boga. Artis Bogdanovic, one of the most welcoming faces in skateboarding. He absolutely loves it. Loves being on his board, loves hanging with the community. And an absolute ripper as well. There's that front tail over the driveway.
For some fakey half cab, heel flip. Couldn't really tell from here, but it looked like it was beautifully executed. Nice big bop on that. Lip slide.
Yeah, that's one of the best half cab heels in the game.
Right.
It's a real go-to for him. A trick that he doesn't find particularly hard. Nice crook over the driveway as well. And the 50 up. Really kind of linking this together. This is going to be a nice score for run number 1. The judges are going to be... Oh, nice. So there we go. We saw that front tail over the driveway, but that one taking it across and down back to fakie. Great run for Arturs.
Yeah, that was good. Good start, and nice to really just sort of like set yourself up to get a little bit more loose on the second run and kind of like throw some more out there. So that was a good, solid first run.
Shouts to everyone in the live chat right now on the Simple Session YouTube channel. If you want to join us there, let us know where you are watching from right now. Ace on Fire asking if Jaime Mateu already rode. He is upcoming, it's fine. You have only missed the first heat and a bit of heat number 2 if you are just joining us. So you haven't missed loads of skaters at this point. So
yeah, lots of exciting skateboarding ahead. We got about, was it 11 more heats?
Yeah. We have 12 jams out here
12
today.
heats altogether, yeah.
But right now on course, we have the Finnish transition ripper, 16 years old, Sampo Martimo, linking up the transition section of the park. Cannot stress how big that section is, how daunting it is when you first ride it. And we've got a little course preview for the finals tomorrow where Room was ripping it. You just had to jump on and get going, no warm-up, get straight in. So, yeah, props to you for that.
Yeah, well, we had about 5 minutes to film that, so...
Yeah.
Still managed to get on there, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really see, when you see the boards flying off the side of the street section, you really see how tall it is.
Yeah.
Because it really is about almost like, it's about 10 feet up, those decks, so yeah.
Yeah, Sampo trying to kind of link together the street section as well.
He's got another run to make up for it. I'm sure he'll be better on the second time around.
Yeah, for sure. So we are going to head back to the top of the bill for Jordan Thackeray right now.
Let's go, Jordan.
Just cruising across the park. I don't know if he knows that his run is underway. Is he getting somewhere to start? Yeah, so he's going to go back up to the top of that steep Red Bull bank.
And the runs don't actually start until you do your first trick. So that's a good thing here at Simple Sessions, since the course is so big and you might need to build up some speed. Your run does not start when you like drop in or get going on your board. It actually doesn't. They don't start the clock until you're actually like doing your first trick. So should be right here when he's hitting the jump box. So time starting there.
Yeah, perfect. With that tweaked grab into the Indy transfer off the hip into that bowl corner, getting up over the bubble as well, the Visit Estonia bubble, and linking it into the pyramid rail with the backboard. Going for something a little bit different this time, Jordan, and with both runs counting, I think the judges will like to see that. Oh, amazing.
Yeah, nose grind tail grab up on that. And it's so hard to hit that Euro gap and come up there with speed and hit that steep wall ride. It's got about, what, 4 feet of vert on it or something like that. It's definitely pretty steep.
Yeah, to have the speed to get up there is definitely impressive on its own. Just getting caught up on that barley grind as well. He loves that barley grind, 180 back to regular.
Love it. 180 just getting away from him. Yeah.
Love it. Just so much creativity. The judges, I think as well, are definitely into that. If you're the guy that's out there doing stuff that kind of no one else is doing, or maybe the judges haven't even seen before in the case of Jordan, that's only going to go well in your favor, right?
Yeah, you're definitely going to get rewarded for being creative and doing lines and tricks that nobody else is doing. Always exciting to watch that stuff, and it just makes you wonder and think about what a beautiful mind that he has.
Yeah.
That he's being so creative and has a whole unique and individual perspective on what skateboarding is. So I mean, that's what skateboarding is all about, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Growing up kind of like riding in the same events as Jordan, like when we were kids and stuff. So funny just starting to see how creative he got and all the things he was doing to kind of where he is now. It's really awesome. Diego back in. There's the switch hill. He got that so perfectly in run 1.
Still liking that beginning though, the Matt Hensley inspired melon grab fakie on the bank and stuff. It kind of takes you back to some good old days.
Yeah, there's that tray flip up. Both times absolutely bolts, no worries at all. Turning around with the axle on the quarter and back in with the crook. Just losing the weight off the front there. Come back in. Maybe we are going to see the kickflip over the rail.
Yeah, Diego definitely setting up for something special right here. Question is, what will it be? Oh, a nose manual across the volcano.
And that is time there for Diego. So mixing up a little bit into run number 2. Some falls, but some really great stuff. I'd say run number 1, definitely where he will have scored kind of most of his points that the judges are going to send his way. And we head back to Mr. Boga, a great first run for him. That great half cab heel on the pyramid. Some great tail slides as well. He's going to be feeling good.
Yeah, should be excited for this second run, and the great perfect first run kind of sets him up for trying some harder stuff here in the second.
I feel like it's kind of a double-edged sword though, right? Because you feel good because you know run number 1 was good and you're like, great, okay, I'm going to have some good points on the board right now, but then you go, I now need to back it up because this is overall impression, so I can't just drop my second run now. So he's going to have that in mind, getting a bit power slidey on that ollie up the gap.
Yeah, that was very loose, but also pretty sick.
Yeah,
I like the back 180 and then the switch front 180 he did across the curb cut thing.
Yeah, fast feet. Mark Succi style. Coming back in on the edge of that court into the street section, just showing he can mix it up. On the transition, there's that front tail across and down to fakie again, and then going for the cab heel on the quarter as well.
Yeah, just landing a little bit forward on it, but it's looking pretty good. Oh.
So I think definitely kind of run number one going to be getting him probably the most points again, kind of similar to Diego in that sense, but I think definitely, yeah, a very respectable score coming his way. And Sampo coming back in on the transition element of the park.
And what do we got on the chat? What about BMX? Yeah, BMX coming up afterwards, like BMX qualifications coming up after. So we're just into skateboarding right now. And yeah, keep hitting us out there on the chat if you got questions or anything you'd like to know. Shout outs to your homies.
Any questions for Rune as well?
Oh, like, well, we can go that route too, I guess. I don't know.
History.
Wasn't what I had in mind, but yeah, sure, why not? Sampo with a nice backside air up there on the, I'd say it's about a 12-foot quarter pipe right there.
Yeah.
Lots of good vert on that.
Yeah, there's been lots of crazy stuff going down on that.
Yeah, big 540s and that. We're going to be seeing all that later on. Just kind of hanging up there. Not what you want. Looks like he's okay. Able to run it off.
That's the worst feeling as well, hanging up a frontside air like that. Shouts to Cowie in the chat. Thanks for locking in, man. Annual shout out with us every year. If you are with us on the live stream annually as well, thanks for being back with us for Simple Sessions 25th anniversary. We see that our judges now, with Sampo having rounded out heat number 2, they're going to be going through the scores. And what are we seeing right here in the highlights room?
Oh, just beautiful skateboarding by Thackeray. Big 180 up into like a little nose press fakie ollie, barley grind. Beautifully executed. Ollie up, there's that nose grind tail grab. Just textbook, love it. Diego with a nice ollie into the bank. Ollie tail on the other side. Lots of great skating here in the second jam. 50-50 and 50-50 down the little quarter.
Beautiful nollie heel there as well. That was just before he went for that kickflip. And there we go, there's the textbook tray flips up as well. Our judges out here today, we got a panel of esteemed judges, 3 of them from 3 different countries: Lauri Vassinen, Pat Duffy, and Christian Preek. Christian from Estonia as well. So has again been to many Simple Sessions. I'm sure has grown up as well. Watching Simple Session himself, riding in Simple Session later on. It's great to have people like that out here.
Yeah, definitely a good panel of judges.
There we go, seeing Sampo right there. So there we go, we see Pat Duffy closest to us. Scores getting locked in. The 3 of them deliberating today. And it is kind of more of a conversation today, I think, between them. Like we say about that kind of overall impression. They're kind of getting a vibe from the 2 runs. And so it's not locking in a run 1 score and a run 2 score. It's kind of like making the notes, noting down maybe what kind of score you're feeling and then chatting about it. So the communication between them.
Yeah, and more like ranking the guys also. I think after this jam, we're still going to see Simon on top. But they're just making sure that they're getting the right ranking versus maybe giving the right score, you know, even though the score reflect the ranking. But sometimes you have to look at it a little bit different and really analyze, like, well, should this guy be ahead of the next and so forth, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Alan in the live chat saying, we don't miss a year. Been watching since 2012, and this is the only contest I watch. Shouts to you, Alan. I remember being in the live chat with us last year as well. We hope you'll be chatting away with the community for the BMX as well later on. We see there, you mentioned Simon 82.08, right at the top of the leaderboard, getting some scores on screen right now. Jordan Thackeray throwing himself into second, 61.50, but that is a big gap right there.
Yeah,
but
sure.
A lot of people are going to be looking to slot into Mr. Boga getting a 59.75, Diego with a 46.5, and then Sampo taking 7th place of the 8 riders that we have had so far. So much skating to get through. And we head now to jam number 3. Luca Kahu gonna get the first runs going. Then we've got Diego Brost from Amsterdam, Jimmy Larson, and Ocean Brown out here. 13 years old, brother of Sky Brown, who's gonna be competing in the Sister Session skate contest tomorrow. Those are just there's no qualifiers for that. It's pretty much a straight final for the Sister Session. So yeah, Sky going to be riding tomorrow, but Ocean in the qualifiers today. He's going to be the final run of jam number 3. Luca out of Finland, looking to get it going, doing it for Volcom, Ace Trucks, and a top park rider.
And he's in right here.
Whoa, look at that big gap.
Yeah, that was a cool transfer. You haven't seen that yet. Straight into Melon over the volcano.
And a really nice way just to go from street to the transition section, taking that grab, like boning the nose out and taking it almost to flat on that jump box. Good job, there's a lot of landing there. And again, back into the street section, using the park really creatively up to Smithstall, 50-50 across, making the course work. Oh, that court is so whippy.
Yeah, when you come up that step up with so much speed, you really need to have your feet set up right for a kickflip like that.
10 seconds left on the clock for Luca.
Flip Indy just getting away from him, and I think that's going to be it for Luca. But got a lot of good stuff in there.
Yeah,
I like the run. Great use of the course. Got around the place really well. So yeah, amazing.
And the judges as well, kind of in that conversation we had earlier, saying they, are going to really like the guys that, if you're going fast, if you're finding creative lines, it's not just about the tricks out here. If the speed you're bringing is getting the crowd excited, the skaters excited, it's going to get the judges excited too, and that counts for something. So yeah, those kind of more creative lines in and out of the street, I think definitely gonna work in his favor.
Yeah.
Diego looking to come in off that big Red Bull bank. Expect lots of people today to be starting their runs there. It's what's going to give you the most speed in the park, and then link it into this jump box section, straight over with a nice tweaky grab up to Axel on that big steep bank, and then finding his way up onto the street course as well.
Yeah, Diego's an exciting young Dutch rider from Amsterdam. Super rad so far.
Yeah, just 18 years old.
There it is, that big gap out to lip slide. Haven't seen that yet, and I don't think we're going to see anyone else really mess with that gap. At least I haven't seen anyone do it in practice other than him.
Yeah, anything on that kinked rail is going to get good points from the judges.
Yeah, and it's actually got a little bit of a kicker when you're going off right there as you went onto the ledge. So kicker off and then all the way down to lip slide down on the rail. Amazing.
Yeah, and that 5-0 down the hubber as well. That hubber is so steep. You're coming off that with so much speed. This is a great run for Diego. That back blunt on the A-frame as well. And then classically just hangs up that ollie, but that's not going to hurt him.
Well, that step-up gap's big.
Yeah, it is.
It's not just like a small little thing you just ollie up. You really need to have speed and have your feet set up right.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of people just mess up ollies going up that during practice. So, yeah. Jimmy Larson here, getting ready.
Coming out of the US, doing it for off-grid skateboards. Skater, adventurer, world traveler. And his travels this time around have taken him to Estonia, getting that backside 5-0 across the gap and going for the hippie jump through the kinked rail. Wants to get his board back as quick as possible, because even though stepping off isn't going to be marked down, it's time that he could be collecting tricks.
Yeah, another cool and creative rider. Just look at his board with the overhang on those big soft wheels there. So I think he's got the 215s on there. Really liking what I'm seeing here. Probably going to get the hippie jump maybe again. Definitely seen him do it a lot in practice. Seemed to be a no problem, just like that. Beautiful.
It's always
little truck tap.
With those contest nerves though, right? It's like that trick that was absolutely fine for you in practice just suddenly becomes a little more shaky, but gets it done second time around absolutely perfectly. Getting into the transition section, a few more seconds, and I think he's gonna wave that away, and that is gonna be run number 1 done for Jimmy. And we come repping the PSG shirt to Ocean Brown, wasting no time, coming straight in. Yeah, nice tweaked grab over the box. There's that indie grab off the hip into that bowl corner. I think that's going to be a popular line today. Just showing all of the gaps that are in this section with the grab over the volcano as well. Yeah, managing to kind of link the bowl section together. This is a great start, 20 seconds down, and really, really making it happen in the parky section, and throwing the 5 over the hip as well.
Yeah, 540 over the hip. Only 13 years old. He's a small dude for such a big course, but everything just looks smooth. The style's great. He's doing good. Backside nose blunt. Just pop that in. Front board. Oh, okay, just getting away from him.
I don't think that's going to hurt him too much though. Getting back on for one final trick will definitely be useful, but him and Sky obviously just growing up, skating every day together. Drops the frontside air on the hip, but I think a really, really great run for Ocean Brown there.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy with it himself, but I thought it was a great run too.
Yeah.
I just always love these little guys with great style, and you can just see that there's so much for them in the future. Reminds me like of a little Current Cables or someone like that, you know? Yeah, just beautiful style, small guy just flying around. It's almost like a little feather being pushed around on the course, just looking beautiful.
Yeah, floaty. The kind of style, you can't teach that, man. You can't like work on that. It's just natural, right?
Yeah.
Oh, nice big grab as we head back to the top of the list for Luka Kahu, the 22-year-old Finn, who had a really nice first run. We talk about those creative lines. This guy has them for days, and that speed as well to head back up over the bubble. That thing absolutely massive, so to be able to head back up over it, you need to be going fast. That front Smith up on the sub box and back into that 50-50 on the flat bar over the driveway.
Yeah, Luka putting it together right here. Good flow, getting around the course, crooked grind, just stomping the tail down a little bit. Managed to stay on though. Just getting away from him, the flip indie. Still got time if you want it. Hustle.
I think super tiring as well. You can see how heavy he's breathing at the end of that. It is, it's a workout. It is a full workout skating this course, putting a 1 minute run together. Like we talk about how that 1 minute run, like lots of contests is 45 seconds. Simple session is the 1 minute because the park is just that much bigger. It gives you time to get between obstacles. But all of that time you are working. So that extra 15 seconds feels like a marathon.
Yeah, all those elevation changes really make you need to work for your speed. If you're not committing to getting as much speed as you can, you're really not going far on this course. It just really takes it all out of you. So yeah.
Someone having no problem maintaining the speed as well. Diego Brost from Amsterdam had an incredible first run and looking to back it up. Oh!
And there you see just like how close those rails are. You really need to get a perfect landing when you're going down those big rails right there. And it is a little bit of a pit that you get into, so really tough to come out of that with speed and come back up those big ramps.
He's straight back in the mix though, nice. 5-0 down, you kind of come off that with so much speed at the bottom.
Yeah. For a couple of last tricks, the blunt slide.
And this is going to be after time. Oh,
ooh, taking a big one.
And do you know what? He made that gap to lip look so easy in run one. It kind of just shows, actually, it's like the kinds of things the guys out there make look effortless. Like, what's kind of at risk? What's at stake for them, really?
Sure.
Jimmy Larson coming back in. Switching things up. Oh,
Ooh,
man.
I like that.
Such a creative skater.
I don't know what that trick's called, but the little hand flip to tail stall was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Got a no comply hand flip.
Here we go. Oh, going for that frontside nollie flip, which he attempted on run 1.
Sort of an unusual trick too to do on a quarter pipe. You see people do the backside nollie kick flip, but
yeah,
yeah, frontside being a little different.
Here we go. We're going to see it here.
Oof. And although that looks very playful and, you know, very fun and easy, there's a lot of risk factor there because that bank, I think it's probably about like 14 feet or something like that.
Huge.
It's
that
really big. Like if you go flying
huge.
down that, you're not in good shape if you're coming down on your side or something.
And going for that nollie flip again. Not quite coming together for Jimmy, but really appreciating the creativity that he's bringing. And our final rider of jam number 2, Ocean Brown, had a great first run and making it happen again at the start of run number 2, Rune.
Yeah, just flying around the course. Nice front 50 into the pocket. Cool creative lines, getting up on the big section.
Heading
There's
back.
that 540. Oh, just getting away from him.
Had that so perfect in run number 1 though, that I don't think it'll hurt him too much because the judges are going, yep, we've seen that, we know you've got it, we know it's in there, it's been done. So looking to see what he can pull together. Overshooting the back nose blunt. And comes unstuck on the front board as well. Would have been great to see that. But with final kind of 5 seconds on the clock, what can we see? He went for the frontside air off the hip. Oh, so he went for the front 3. And do you know what? That is a different trick as well that we hadn't seen from run number 1. So if you kind of combine the 2 runs, yeah, there were falls in there, but there was a lot of good tricks notched up too. Just 13 years old, doing it for Tanabata Skateboards. The whole Tanabata team out here at Cymbal Session. And Rune, talk us through the highlights we've got on screen right now of jam number 3.
Nice big transfer. We got some K grinds across the flat bar there. Nice melon over the volcano. And this I really like. Big Smith. Come back in, 50. Calling it quits right there. A lot of good skating in this third jam. Backside lip slide for Diego. And there's that massive gap to the lip. Wow. Really incredible.
Just made that
Could just
look
watch that
so
all day.
Chill.
Yeah.
But that's such a huge gap to that rail. So much at stake there. Jimmy coming in with all the creativity as well.
Yeah, cool little hippie jump right there. Just clearing it. Nicely boned out melon. Straight into the indie. Up on the bank there. That just points it out beautifully. 540.
Textbook.
Yeah.
So good to see. Really linked it together. Yeah, run number 1 definitely going to be, if best run counted, yeah, it will be run number 1 for Ocean. But yeah, gets that front 3 done on the hip at the end of run number 2 as well.
Yeah, really liking that one.
Shouts again to everyone in the chat. Tim Hipkin saying, have a great weekend. Big shout out to Rune and to all the Wiltshire skaters. We've got Tim Baker in as well, locked in. It's like 3 minutes past 3 in the morning for him, but still watching right now. And watching from Australia too. Yeah, big love to all of you locked in with us on the Cymbal Session YouTube live chat right now as we see our judges there looking through the runs, their notes from jam number 3.
We're almost ready for our first
And jam number 4 coming up. I'm excited for this one. They haven't been put on the screen yet, but we've got Marius and we got Vincent coming up. So that's going to be amazing. First here at the standings. Simon's still in first.
Yeah, no one touching Simon at this point, but Diego Brost gets in there, kind of slots into, I mentioned that kind of gap between Simon and Jordan Thackeray. Diego and Luca slotting in there nicely, right?
Results up in the top 3. Current leader right now, Simon Gerber.
Ocean Brown coming in slightly lower, and then Jimmy Larson slotting into 12th place too. And saying, wow, Ocean was amazing and so young. Yep, brother of Sky Brown as well, who I'm sure will be hoping to take gold in the sister session tomorrow. And Ocean showing just what he can bring as well. But jam number 4 in the men's skateboard qualifiers, we got Kairi Matsumoto kicking it off for us. There we go, Marius as well, of course, Finnish legend that is going to be following him up. Vincent Matheron going 3rd, and then Dylan Whitkin from Lake Forest, California, rounding it all out. Kairi, an 18-year-old skater, first time at Simple Session, loves big stairs, rails and ledges. Probably going to be taken to that kink rail as well from what we've seen in practice. So we'll see what he brings.
Yeah,
number 1.
This jam's going to be exciting. I'm psyched for this one. Oh, just missing the flip front board.
He's had that so many times in practice as well. So I'm going to put that down to run number 1 nerves. Just needs to push through that, and does that with a great back tail and a textbook front feeble, making that look so easy down that rail. This whole section that you're seeing here, kind of snowboard inspired, and yeah, kind of matches that size as well. There's the back over crook through too, and the front side flip on the corner.
Yeah, beautiful skating here, just missing that first trick, but kickflip back lip. Oh, and there's the other rail in the way, like I was talking about before, just smashing his hip into that. Yeah, that didn't feel nice, and I think he's going to call it for this run maybe. A little bit shook, but I think we're still in good shape. He's looking to make up for it in the second run. I was really liking what I saw up until that slam right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
You were saying kind of before about how it is kind of like a bit of a pit that you go into there, and you've kind of got to land perfect, and the rails kind of line up like that in a way that, yeah, makes it quite hectic. Marius coming in though. Speaking of hectic, look at the speed that he's kind of kicked off with, going for that kickflip up the gap there.
Yeah, Marius is one of those skaters that just make it look rad, fun, interesting, and I think everyone just really loves to watch Marius skate.
Yeah, such a great dude as well. Like, so much of Simple Session is kind of about the community and like hanging out, the parties after the event, the jams that go on throughout the week, and Marius is kind of just like one of those really welcoming dudes, always a smile on his face, always down for having a chat.
Oh, for sure.
Hanging out.
Yeah, great guy.
Just missing the backside flip up though. 10 seconds for him to squeeze in something else if he can. Oh, going for that flip to what looked like front pivot.
Yeah.
And not quite getting that, so he's going to need to do a lot in run number 2, but loving the vibes from Marius. As we move to Vincent Matheron, someone who we talked about hitting the park with speed earlier. Vincent is absolutely, I'm sure, going to do that. Someone who has competed for France in both the Tokyo and Paris Olympics. And yeah, an absolute crowd favourite. Will find all of the biggest gaps, all of the lines to hit.
Yeah, always creative. Just getting messed up there on the way in. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, always finding the weird lines and doing things a little bit different, and not really a stranger to doing contests. So he definitely knows what it takes to get a nice run together. A little bit unfortunate that you know, the line that he chose right there kind of messed him up a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's what can happen when you're trying to do your own thing and not taking the traditional lines and doing something that's a little bit more creative and using these funky little lines that are on the course. There's risk involved.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shane to see, because obviously he's had to try and get back into this, but that was a full body shaker of a slam right there, just kind of clipping on the way in from top to bottom. So hopefully run number 2, he can kind of shake that off and just have a moment just to get his breath back and get back in the game. But yeah, fair play to him for kind of even getting back on. I'd have probably waved the run off after taking a slam like that.
Yeah.
And we hand now to the final rider in jam number 4, Dylan Whitkin, a great guy, street skater who enjoys the speed as well, kind of hitting the course so fast and finding a way up into the transition section as well. Yeah, nice frontside invert.
Frontside invert, just getting away from him. Well, that was a beautiful way of linking the two courses together and going straight into the big frontside invert. Just got away from him, unfortunately.
Yeah. I can only imagine how that felt as well.
Yeah, that was a big slam.
All the momentum off that front invert. But yeah, like you say, a very creative line to kind of ollie up onto that bubble, trying to come back in with that frontside nose blunt.
Yeah, it's tough recovering from a slam like that. Definitely, you've seen him grabbing his stomach after that frontside invert slam, and it definitely is tough when it knocks the wind out of you like that, and trying to complete your run afterwards.
I can imagine you've had a few of those in your time on the ball.
Sure, yeah. But I'm sure we'll see Dylan back for a great second run. Fingers crossed on that. He's definitely looking good in practice, and he's got a lot of good stuff going.
Yeah, absolutely. Some pretty heavy falls for jam number 4. Kind of everyone taking a bit of a slam, really. So everyone kind of trying to shake it off, and it looks like Kyrie is going to do that. Comes off the flip front board again. Such a shame. He's been so good on that in practice, which is probably why he was like, I'm going to open my run on that, because it's a go-to.
Yeah.
But again, just needs to manage to shake off the nerves. That front feeble not causing him any problems.
Yeah, again, that's a really steep rail. It's not an easy rail to skate, and it shoots you straight into the ground, kind of.
Yeah, the overcrook looking great as well, and the front side flip. So he's done real good to get back into it. It's such a shame that flip front board is kind of just let him down. The flip back lip and hits that rail again.
Almost even worse the second time. But I would count that. If I'm judging, I mean, he made the flip back lip, and he was in good shape to keep riding. That rail was in his way. Yeah, wow, that looked terrible. Like he just hit his groin on the rail.
Yeah, right. Two real kind of heavy falls for him. I'm glad to see he's okay. But yeah, wow. A tough one for the judges there, because quite a lot of heavy tricks, but maybe not kind of the full potential as we can, like that flip back lip down the rail would have scored so well with the judges. Such a shame to kind of see that not quite happen for him. But Marius back in, coming back for the kickflip again, and just stepping out. Still got 45 seconds though, and we did see him go for the backside flip up there too, which
well, we've seen very few flip tricks up that. So it's definitely not an easy one. It's about it's probably about a 5-foot step up, I think.
Yeah.
So it's a lot bigger than it looks, and it's a downhill landing too. So you come up with all that speed, and you're kind of having to control it not to go too far.
And Marius, I think, waving that off. 15 seconds left to go, and he's done.
Yeah. He's off.
Yeah, and behind those stairs there is where we're sat as well. So
mate, can we wave?
We're
giving him a little wave right now. You guys can't see that out there, but we're waving at him.
Okay, Vincent Matheron looking for redemption. Took a heavy slam on run number 1, and it all kind of fell apart a little bit from there. So we really want to see.
He's in control now.
Yeah,
there it is.
Nice. There's the redemption on that. That roll him just having to shake that fear off. The front side boneless on the bubble. He knows he really needs to put it together, and does it with the sugarcane through the corner.
Yeah, signature Vincent right there on the corner with the sugarcane. Backside nose grind. Oh, and he gets it. Amazing. He only just learned that like half an hour ago. I seen him trying them. And he was like trying to get them together.
Yeah, nice. 50 to disaster back in. The feeble through that flat bar, doing everything he needs to do right now to make up for run number 1.
Yeah, this is definitely the run for Vincent, and looking like he's going to get through it. Kind of getting lost a little bit there at the end. Coming in, something big. And just a fly box. He told me yesterday, I hate the fly box. Props for getting to it. No, I don't think he means this one in particular.
Yeah.
He just hates fly boxes in general.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I remember we've talked about that before in some of the other courses that we've been skating together. Dylan Whitkin, big 180 up here. Yeah, I like this line right here. Up and over, straight in.
Let's see this front invert. Come on.
Managed to run out of it that time.
Such a good invert as well.
Yeah,
Such
he really
a scary trick.
He really does have a beautiful front invert.
I wonder if maybe kind of in his head knowing that he slammed on it last time around. Such a nice dude though. My first time meeting him this weekend, and yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice Smith grinds.
Yeah, he's really got a cool style and just cruising around the course, just having a little trouble on that front invert, unfortunately.
Going for the tray flip on flat. And that right there, time for Dylan Whitkin, and also time for jam number 4. And this is it. We talk about the judges kind of talking about the scores. It's a real conversation at this point, and we can see on screen right now the start of the highlights of jam number 4.
Yeah, really far out on the heel on that front feeble. I'm really hoping we're going to see that backside kickflip back lip again. Yeah, right here. I think I would count this as a make. If this is from the second run, he's in good shape. He would have rode away. If he wouldn't have been looking at that rail, he would have rode away from that for sure, if that was regular flat. Marius, nice one up to front 5-0.
Yeah, great little transfer that.
Yeah, well done.
So precise as well to get back in before you kind of head to the quarter there.
Yeah. Vincent, giving him the smiles.
Yeah.
Nice back lip with a little layback.
Did so well with kind of all of the pressure of needing to pull out the stops on run number 2, and did it with this real standout trick for me of the whole thing. Really easy to hang that trick up as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Vincent's going to get up there, close to Simon. It's going to definitely be up there in the top 2, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I think when I look at the scores, I think Simon, maybe just thinking across the 2 runs, maybe with Vincent having dropped run number 1, I think that's what might put him behind Simon.
Yeah.
Where Simon had 2 very good runs. So I think he's definitely going to be up there.
Yeah, it's apples and oranges, I think, at this point. 2 different styles of skating, but Vincent's run really well put together, I think, and just hitting all parts of the course. And although the judges said they wouldn't deduct people for not hitting all parts of the course, if you are hitting all parts of the course and making it kind of meld and flow together, I think that's definitely what they're looking to see, and that'll up your score a little bit, maybe.
For sure. Ace on Fire in the Simple Session YouTube live chat saying, I've just checked all the riders. It is very hard to predict a top 5. Yeah, absolutely. Listing riders like Beaver, Jamie George, Danny Leon, Julian Agliardi, Grayson Fletcher. Yeah, the list goes on. It's actually insane. We're going to see across the 12 jams today some real heavy hitters. Ryan Parker as well saying the park is sick this year. It is. It's a real challenge to ride, It's a challenge for the skaters out there to be able to link those lines together, because everything is so big. But yeah, it's very good. Big props to the course builders and designers. Nate Wessel kind of leading that. You can see here some real conversations going down, really kind of looking and like comparing as well to the other riders, because that's kind of what they've got to do. They throw a score in, but then it's like, okay, but was it better than this guy, or should it be bumping that guy, or should that guy be ahead? Yeah, you've kind of really got to look across a lot of different things when you're a judge. It's not a job that I think I could do. I think I'd find that a real challenge.
Yeah, it's a tough job, and lots of great skating ahead, so it's definitely not going to get easier for him. We've got CJ Collins coming up, we've got Jaws, Grayson Fletcher, all kinds of really amazing skateboarders coming up.
Yeah, and Danny Leon getting mentioned as well. Danny, a 2-time winner of Simple Session. He's podiumed 5 times since 2015, but he's never won in the Unibet Arena. So that's something I'm sure that he'd like to add to his list, having a win here, because obviously we've been in a few different places kind of since COVID. We were in Tartu last year, the home of Simple Session, and yeah, now we're back this year. But there we go. We talk about Vincent Matheron, a great second run. It's just that first run that maybe let him down a little bit, but scoring a 72 and getting himself into third place. And we see there as well, Kyrie just not quite living up to his full potential, I think. And but I think they probably did count that flip back lip with him getting that 60.16.
Sure.
Dylan Whitkin down there as well with the 30.08, and Marius getting a 20.25, putting him into 14th place. So we head now to jam number 5, and kicking us off, we've got Dan Woolley. We're also going to have Rain Lindemann, Jason Linzat, and we're also going to have Tim Aguilar as well. Tim, photographer for Thrasher magazine, but also a very good transition skater himself. Very excited to see what he brings to this course. But Daniel Woolley gonna kick us off, just 17 years old, another one on the Tanabata team. Extremely talented though, brother of Kieran Woolley.
Yeah, I was started on a trip with Dano and Kieran actually about 2 weeks ago down in Australia.
Yeah.
Having a good old time down there, jumping off rocks and waterfalls and all kinds of good stuff. Yeah, so Dano starting off over the fly box, getting over into the street section. Although he's Kieran Woolley's brother, he does have a very different style of skateboarding, and he's way more like straight oriented. Beautiful 360 lip slide, tail slide up the ledge there.
Yeah, I think if Dan can pull it together, definite contender for finals, and maybe someone who's going to be trying to push for those kind of higher top 5 spots. We talk about the predictions for top 5. Very consistent skater. Again, I don't want to say anything, give it the commentator's curse, but yeah, he's very solid on his board. He just kind of never looks like he's going to step off.
No, it looks great right here with 10 seconds left. Oh, just, yeah, all right.
Scoop that. I was going to say, I was like, it's 10 seconds though. He's made it 50 seconds, and I haven't cursed him yet. But that's not going to hurt him, you know. What he's done throughout, that is absolutely solid. Pulling a really solid run. And I think as well, we talk about today with it being overall impression, the guys don't want to be dropping tricks too much. With the best run tomorrow in the finals, you'll see people that can maybe hold back in the first run to get a good score on the board and then go for it in the second, risk it more. I think we might see some slightly more reserved skating today. And I feel like with Dan, there's definitely more in his locker that he can bring.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, he's no stranger to contests, so probably just like, you know, going with that first run that's a little bit more safe, and then he's got a few more things saved for second run or for tomorrow. Exactly.
Headed over to the local though, Estonian Rain Lindemann from Tallinn, a veteran of the contest, going for what looked like a heel flip up the gap there. I think a bit gutted with how that started, but still 20 seconds. There's still time to get something done here for Rain.
Yeah, that's the thing when you're in your run. Like, you know, with the falls not hurting you, you should not really ever give up. You know, you should just keep going, keep skating. Of course, sometimes it's a little tough. Maybe especially for these local riders, don't have that much international experience, and yeah. Could give you some nerves, and you feel kind of got the butterflies and the jitters and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hopefully he'll shake in that for the second run. But right now, Jason is in there. Nice eggplant.
We were commenting on that the other day, right?
Yeah.
We were stood up, there's like a studio space just off the park there, which we'll be using for the finals tomorrow, and we got the perfect view of one of Jason's eggplants up there, just every single time. And you talk about that speed that you need to get up on that court. It's really hard when you come up the kind of the flat banks, those banks up. It's actually really hard to kind of maintain that speed. So yeah, fair play to him. Another one of the Dutch skaters out here.
Yeah, and especially you know, getting tricks up on the coping there is one thing, but when you're doing an eggplant, you're actually having to throw your board quite a bit up above the coping. So yeah, but Jason just having a fall on the frontside rock slide. He's going to try it again right here, I think. And I thought he was going to do it. Just getting hung up on the way in. Looked like the front wheels just clipped. And yeah, surprised him. And that's why he's on the floor now instead of running down. Yeah, a little bit of a slam there.
He's also a DJ as well. Going to be playing at one of the after parties this weekend too, so...
Sounds like a fun time. Here's Tim. He recently just had his first Thrasher cover as a photographer. I think it's the Grayson Fletcher cover. Yeah, he's a great skater. I'm thinking we might going to see a backside bonus somewhere. He likes the backside bonus.
Great transition skater.
Yeah, and I've seen him do some in some pools that were pretty gnarly. There's the back bonus transfer on the Marseille teardrop spine thingy.
He's become like a real kind of staple out here though, Tim. Like he's been at Simple Session a lot now with the Thrasher trips that happen kind of each year, and it's great to see that he kind of just gets involved in the contest as well. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of out here working for Thrasher, I'm out here photographing the guys, but like I'm going to come and rip the park too. Like, yeah, I'm absolutely going to come in session.
Of course.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, there's that pivot. Pivot fakey thingy. Yanked it in.
Shouts to Nolan Miskell as well, locked in on the live feeds. To a skater that often is out here ripping it at Simple Session too with Tim. He says, yeah, Timmy. Yeah, big love to you, Nolan. And we are going to go back to the top of the order for jam number 5 for Dan Woolley. A great first run for him. Really solid, yeah, nice, floating through, and then kind of heading over to the section, showing that he's got the transition skills, but heading over to the section that, like you were saying before, kind of more comfortable in with that perfect crooked grind through.
Yeah, and he linked the two sections really well with the 50. It's not an easy spot to just come up there and get that 50 across.
Looking so solid again. He comes for the back lip, gapping so fast, so much of that rail as well. It's actually quite a steep pyramid, that. So if you go a bit too fast, it's pretty easy to gap quite far off it. But yeah, absolutely no issue for Dan. Coming back through with the Smith grind down. Oh, it just looks so locked in. Like it's, yeah, just so perfect. Foot placement looks amazing. Yeah, getting the nose blunt pull in. Time for one more maybe. And that isn't going to hurt him. Stepping off the 5-0, you know, not the most significant trick of his run either. The judges are not going to care about that. So yeah, great 2 runs for Dan. His overall impression, so the fact he's put them both down is going to go a long way. And I think he can be pushing up into those top positions for sure.
Yeah, let's hope so. The only thing the judges could be looking at is the runs were kind of similar.
Yeah.
But I mean, they were both great runs, so I'd definitely look to get a good score from that.
So, Rain coming back in, just missing that gap up again. It is a big gap to make. And then we'll see this. I think it was a heel flip it looked like he was going for, or was it a kick flip? No, it looks like he's definitely set on more for kick flip. But it's really hard to keep the speed, and those are steep banks there as well. We saw Marius trying to get up there as well. Kind of yet to see anyone do a flip trick up that. We've seen some ollies. Which is not quite happening for Ryan out here this year. But an absolute Estonian ripper. He's living out in Barcelona actually now as well, so he's kind of skating a lot of street out there. So cool to see him back in Tallinn this year, back in the Unibet Arena.
Just going to give that heel flip maybe one more try. Right here. Oh no, it looks kick flip.
It does look kick flip, yeah.
Oh, backside flip.
Backside flip.
Backside flip on that one. Yeah.
So unfortunately, yeah, I don't think it's going to be a great score out here for Ryan.
Local legend right there, Rain.
But great to see him. Great to have him out on the park. And we go now to Jason Linzat, 21-year-old from Amsterdam as well. Yeah, tweaking that grab over and pulling the frontside air up onto the extension.
Yeah, landing real high on that.
Yeah.
And bringing some speed into this frontside board slide. Just clipping again. Wow, because he really looks to be in great shape. Just right until the entry.
Yeah, such a hard trick that.
Yeah. And that really would have been the trick that could maybe do it for him. You know, he's already got the big eggplant up on the wall ride, up on the top. He's got a lot of other great stuff in the first run, but just missing the frontside board slide. It's kind of the missing link right now.
Yeah, which is a shame for Jason. Standout trick, like you say.
Ooh,
but that's a
that was
standout trick
beautiful.
as well. That nose
Yeah.
pick up there. That core is no joke. Oh, going for the flip stale too.
Yeah, that was amazing, that nose pick right there. It was beautifully done. Way up on top and just popped it in nice and quick too.
I think going to be a tough one for the judges really to score, because he had some really good stand-up tricks like the eggplant in run number 1, that nose pick there as well. But yeah, did drop quite a few tricks as well. So yeah, that's going to be a tough one to score. Tim coming in as our final rider in jam number 5 out of Riverside, California, doing it for Foundation Skateboards.
Trying to
get the back boneless up on the big quarter there, up on the 12-footer.
Trying to get it this time. Come on, Tim. Oh, the
Oi.
That's his go-to trick.
Yeah, that's a tall order for the back boneless.
Jam 6.
You really need to get your speed right and have the timing perfect.
Jam number 6. You guys have a 2-minute warm-up. Maybe 2.5 if you're lucky. Let's keep it rocking
He's
right
got
now.
here
10
rolling
minutes,
into the
40
big
seconds on the clock.
14-foot
Going for
bank.
the big quarter pipe.
Just wants the back boneless. There it is.
Oh, lovely stuff for Tim Aguilar.
See how well he did it too? There was no stall, no hanging out. Just up, plant the foot, and straight back down.
A huge quarter to get that done.
Running the cameraman over.
And that is time for jam number 5. Tim rounding that out for us as well. And the judges going to be discussing again Simon Gerber from Heat 1, hoping that he can stay in that top 15. Currently sat in first, the only skater to get into the 80s so far with an 82.08. Diego Brost from the Netherlands behind him with a 74.16. As we go through the heats today, I expect that gap to be filled with more names. So the leaderboard will start getting shaken up, and Simon hoping that he can kind of stay nice and high in there, because the situation tomorrow will be that reverse order as well. So if you qualify in first, you get to skate last in the finals, which gives you the advantage of getting to see kind of what other people have done and what you need to do. There's the eggplant as well, as we see some of the highlights from jam number 5 on screen right now, Reen.
Yeah, nice big slob fast plant up on the high coping there, gapping back in for Jason, all in up. There's that nose pick. Just plant it on there and pop back in straight away. Yeah, beautifully done. And got Tim. There's the 1-footer. And there's that back boneless. Well done. Yeah, Tim. Excited for that. That was cool.
So we're waiting for those scores to come in.
Duncan over there making sure the judges are fed. You need a burger? What do you need? And
it's hungry work, man. It's hungry work. So yeah, we see some of the crowds in today.
Crowd's definitely turning up, and looking for a big day tomorrow. But it's great to see the people of Estonia coming out to check out Simple Session, and people coming in from far and wide to check this out.
It is amazing that there's a contest like this in Estonia, you know? Like, not a place I kind of ever thought was going to be on my radar, that I was going to go to one day, and especially kind of not skating, but coming out to Simple Session, man, I'm here every year and I love it. It's such a great country. If you ever get the chance to be out at Simple Session, yeah, definitely come and join, because it's not just the contest here in the arena, which is so unique as well. I think that it's in this arena setting. There's the jams throughout. Last night we had a skate versus BMX ice hockey match, which was absolute carnage. There's after parties. There's so much going on. You've kind of got to come out and experience it, and you've got just some of the most welcoming people in the world, some of the nicest people in the world in the Estonians. So yeah, absolutely awesome to be out here.
Yeah, beautiful place up here. Really happy I got to experience it this time and come up and help you out with the commentating.
Yeah, no, it's
really
amazing.
exciting.
Amazing to have you with us, man. Thank you. And it is literally, it's your first time in Estonia full stop this, right?
Yes, it is. I haven't spent too much time up here in the Baltics. So I've been to Lithuania before and with Monster, and just came here this time, and it's been nothing but good times. Yeah, it's beautiful up here, nice people, and the old town. I went walking around the other day, and it was just a beautiful place.
Crazy, isn't it?
Nice morning, beautiful light. It was amazing.
How are you finding the temperature though, coming off of being in Australia, then kind of Asia? You were like working your way back, and now it's not as cold as it could be here, but yeah.
Yeah, well, if the sun's out, I do okay, but it is about 6 degrees Celsius out, so yeah, a lot different than the 30 that it was in Thailand where I was at.
Yeah, for sure. We do see though a shake up in the leaderboard. I was saying about the points kind of slotting in. We're going to see less of those gaps as Dan Woolley goes into second place. The consistency across those two runs, something definitely in his favour. And he's going to be hoping that he can kind of hang in there. We were saying earlier, if you are just joining us, the judges, we had a good chat before the contest, and they were saying they predict the 80s is kind of where you're going to want to be if you want to make that top 15, going into tomorrow. So yeah, we'll have to see whether Dan does make that cut. Simon Gerber in first at the moment with an 82.08. But we move to jam number 6, our final jam before we take a very quick break, as the guys kind of in the later jams get to have a warm-up, and our riders in this one are Yoro Nagahara, Robin Bolian, previous winner from 2015. He won this contest when he was 16 years old. We have from Copenhagen, Victor Solmunde, and we have Arina Rahman as well from Kuala Lumpur out here as our final 4 riders before we take a break. So your guy Victor as well, right? You are obviously living back in Copenhagen these days. So yeah, we've got some great riders to come. Euro kicking it off for us, 19 years old, another one of the Tanabata team, and look at the height rune that he's just pulled off that hip into the extension. Absolutely blasting. Euro is one of those guys that are really exciting to watch. Big 540, no problem. Just getting a little bit slippery there on the floor, but cool lines, just up into that little quarter on the ledge there. Back down, 50 on the rainbow. Honestly, Euro has been skating practice like it was the contest. Like, it's just been insane watching him. The level of consistency, the difficulty of the tricks that he just throws around. Yeah, the guy's wild. Yeah, just really playful the way he's been skating the course, just been kind of like cruising. Just back tail, just getting away from him. But he's got a lot of tricks packed in there already, even with 10 seconds left. Someone fakey, big cap disaster, cap disaster back revert maybe. But I think he's in good shape. That was a great run right there. Just the last 13 seconds or so getting away from him. Robin looking to get ready here, just getting his legs right. And there's Cody Lockwood, just freshly flew in. I don't know if he missed his flight or there was some problems with the flights coming over here, but he's here now, so that's great to see. But I don't think he's had much practice. No, he hasn't had much practice. He's going to be featuring later on this afternoon. Robin in with a nice mute grab, little tailbone on that, tailbone on the Indy as well. And Robin always exciting, always going fast. He's got that on-edge style, you know? Up there, 50-50, yank back in, lip slide. Just getting speed. He just wants more speed, wants to get more loose. Ollie up to Smith, super exciting. Arms all over the place, feeble. It's so funny as well because I feel like, how is Robin only 26? Because he's just someone who was ripping European contests from such a young age. Like I say, winning simple session at just 16 years old back in 2015. And I remember there was kind of this point that there was this kind of next wave of French skaters coming through, him, Aurélien, like just kind of pushing through at the contest. Then there was Vincent Milou as well. He started going. It's been amazing to kind of see the next generation of French skaters coming through. And yeah, great to have Robin back this year, getting the 5 over the hip to finish. A little fall in the middle, but kind of managed to get back on and make it count.
Yeah, we've definitely got some guys in this heat that are going to move up into some of the top spots. Already seeing great things so far. Got Victor getting ready here. He's always amped, always ready to go.
Is Victor someone you get to skate with much?
Yeah, not all the time, because I tend to travel a lot. But yeah, when we're at home, sure.
Doing it for real skateboards. Spitfire, just 17 years old, and rep Denmark in the 2024 Summer Olympics as well.
Yeah, definitely been on a tear lately, going through all the World Skate Contest and just kind of like making his way into the Olympics. And yeah, it just seems to get better and better for every contest he goes into.
How crazy is that now to see skateboarding in the Olympics as well?
Yeah.
And to have Olympians here at Simple Session just feels so wild, right?
Right. Yeah, pretty crazy. I don't think Victor's going to do maybe another trick. Looked like he was going to call it quits. Yeah, he's not super into it on this run, just missing that backside disaster in the beginning there, up onto the big bank. He's got another run, and I'm sure when he puts his run together, the judges are going to be really excited about it, and he's going to be able to squeeze in that top 15.
Yeah, absolutely. We go, though, to our final rider of jam number 6. But this is run 1. They will, of course, have a second run in a moment's time. It's Arena Rahman. Bit of a wild card coming in from Malaysia, currently living in Finland. Skates a lot of transition.
Here we go.
Ah, beautiful tailbone over there. Box jump. And you can tell he's really fighting for that speed, you know, and it really does take a lot to get around this course. And it shows differently in the different skaters. But with Arena here, you can definitely tell that you got to fight for the speed. You got to fight to really keep it going on this course.
Gets that kind of front side nose pick, nose bonk up on the vert wall though. Whoa. Just losing it up onto the sub box. 20 seconds still on the clock for him. Is he waving it off? Is he going to use it? He wants to come in for something big off that Red Bull bank. That angle there actually showing really good at showing how big that kind of is. And also showing how big the top section of that jump box is. You've got to clear so much up there. Shouts to Auski in the Simple Session YouTube live chat saying, "Sup dudes, glad I woke up early to watch. I love watching this contest every year." Yeah, great to have you back with us, man. Thank you. Someone who's kind of always very active in the live chat, hangs out, chats with everyone. It's what it's all about. We go back to the top of the list though for someone who is making his debut at Simple Session. Yuri Nagahara, and opens with that huge flip indie and that massive transfer again, carrying so much speed room.
Yeah, he had a beautiful first run, just kind of, you know, not getting the backside tail slide, but other than that, you know, everything was great. So I don't think he's too worried about his score so far. I think he knows he's in good shape, and that's why he's able to just make it a little bit more playful on the first one. Start off with that big kick from indie over the box jump, back tail, no problem.
Size of
beautiful
that
K grind
that he did as well, man. It's like, it's crazy just to know that he's got that so easy that we just almost gloss over it, but then kind of comes through with the street moves as well. Gets the kick flip up. That first, we were saying we hadn't seen anyone do a flip trick up that gap yet, and he gets it done. Backside air disaster, slapping it on the way in, and the alley-oop frontside air. Do you know what? At this point, the judges, I don't think are going to care about that. Like, he's got so much done already.
Yeah, beautiful. And like you said, like the kick flip up is just really well put together. It's a lot of variety in there. He's showing he's got the street moves, K-grinds and kick flips, and he's got the 540s, he's got the box jump. You know, he's the full package when it comes to this course.
Yeah, really, really crazy. He kind of made a bit of a name for himself when he just missed out on a podium spot. He came fourth in the X Games in 2022. And so he's definitely, I mean, he's 19 years old. He's a bit of a name to watch. He's kind of someone that's ready to kind of break into those top spots, and I'm sure wants to make his mark here at his first ever simple session. But yeah, we talk about making that mark, someone who's already done that. Robin Bolian, back 10 years on from that win.
Yeah, Robin's had some really unfortunate injuries along the way, but he's back strong now, and I just think Robin's great. He's really exciting to watch. You know, you can just tell that when he goes, he's on edge, and he wants it, and he goes hard. So that's beautiful to watch.
Nice front lip through as well. Just someone who's great at, again, mixing up, like we were saying with Euro, mixing up the transition and street. Just kind of full package skating, right?
Yeah, for sure. Board slide across the rail. Oh, you volley. Loving the little slop fast plant there on the across the A-frame. Ooh, getting squirrely.
Kind of shows the speed that you come off that bubble at as well. It's crazy, Steve.
Yeah, and these arena floors can be kind of slippery sometimes. I heard that they actually wash this floor with some soda.
Yeah.
That to make it a little more sticky.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely needed. They do a great job of kind of maintaining the course here and making it so that it's perfect to ride. The floor isn't too slippy. Yeah, putting in work. Like after the skaters and BMXers leave every evening, the team are in. Like, right, let's make sure that it's ready to go for tomorrow. So yeah, again, shouts to the guys that are making that happen. The team that are staying up late.
Big 360 for Victor. Up to the back D, that was the one that was giving him problems on the first run. Nice transfer off the Marseille spine. Nose grind off the hip.
Such a sweet move as well. Made it look so easy, but that nose grind, yeah, incredible. Taking that off the hip at that speed.
Looks like he's got the flow on this one. Slip slide.
Yeah, managing to link it together. Front blunt coming back through with speed. Wants to get up. Yeah, nice. Up on the big vert quarter. So much tighter in person than it kind of looks from that angle as well. Making it happen a bit more in this run, Ring?
Yeah, definitely. This is the run that he was looking for before. And Victor's got a lot of tricks, so he's just making sure that he's staying on this one, I think, and getting a lot of different variety in there. And good run for Victor.
First person to take the box to fakie as well. That is a big gap, going completely blind with that back 180 Indy. Wow. And Arena hoping to clean up his first run as well. Someone who hits the park with a lot of speed, a lot of determination. Didn't quite happen for him in run one. Hoping that he can make it happen in run number two. Tweaking that Indy grab out. Getting the tail out. Oh, once that front side air transfer off the quarter into the bank, just maybe pulled out a little too far on that.
Guys, we have a 10-minute warm-up for all you guys in later heats.
Getting around the course, over into the street section. So after this run, we're going to have a little break. And hair or head? There's definitely some contact there. He looks to be all right. Happy to be here, I'm sure. And that's it for the first 6 jams here at Simple Session 25, and we're going to go to a little break.
Yeah.
Let the last 6 heats warm up a little bit, because they've been sitting there waiting for a while. So
before we go, we can check out some of the highlights though. There's a massive flip Indy from Euro. I think he's going to be looking at a great score. I think he's going to be punching into the top 3, kind of getting in the mix of Simon, Daniel, and Diego, right?
Yeah, I kind of think we have a new first place here, but I think that might just be my opinion. I don't know. Nice backside air disaster. Robin, beautiful skating. Feeble grind, alley-oop, ollie onto the bank. the nice 540, hat flying everywhere, 360 across the box jump, and another hat flying. How many hats was he wearing? No, just kidding.
Yeah, great to have running back.
Victor coming in, the nice 360 opening trick here, straight into the backside disaster. Nice gap there. We haven't seen that one before, I think.
So lofty, yeah.
And then straight over into the nose grind off that.
Yeah, David Lloyd did that transfer like alley-oop 270 yesterday as well in practice, or maybe the day before.
Nice.
There's that big backside grab as well, just taking the indie to fakie over the box, which is so crazy.
Bowman's in. Just hanging on.
So squirrely.
I love it. Love it. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and worth mentioning as well, real crowd favorite Jaws is coming up in heat number 7. After we take a little break, we'll get the scores first and see what happens. I think, it's not a wild prediction to say that Euro may be going up into that top spot. I think 2 great runs really mixed it up between transition and street.
But we'll see. There's a reason we're down here, and Pat and the rest of the guys are up there.
Exactly.
So our opinions don't count for anything down here, really. But a lot of great skateboarders coming up. We got David Gravett, Grayson Fletcher, we got Chris Gregson, Jerry Gurney's here.
Yes.
That is going to be amazing to watch. Always fun. We got Jake Wooten, Jaime Mateo, Sean Hale, David Loy, like you said before, Cody Lockwood. A lot of great skateboarders coming. CJ Collins, Hempus. We got Ivan Federico, Pedro Quintas, all kinds of goodies coming up. Danny Leon, previous 2-time winner.
It's going to be huge. You do not want to go anywhere. And also, do you know what? One of my favorite skaters in the world is in jam number 7-2 coming up next, Elias Nilsson.
Yes.
What a great skater he is. If you are looking for something to do when we take a break in just a moment's time, just jump on Instagram, look at any of Elias's footage, because he is wild.
Yeah, and his TikTok. I think he's bigger on TikTok than Instagram, but he's got a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Lots of creative, cool skating, and it's very cool and just cool and collected. Is that what you call it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just very, 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 very cool. Yeah.
We've got requests for a massive kickflip from Jaws, from Ace on Fire. So maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll see it. He did actually win. We did a best trick jam at the. There was basically a new obstacle that's kind of being opened for Simple Session. It's kind of being put into the Freedom Square that's going to be publicly skatable as well. So we had a best trick jam on that the other day, and Jaws won that with a kickflip melon 3. So,
it was beautiful.
Yeah, we may see a flip melon from him. We'll have to wait and see.
There's definitely lots of good options if he wants to jump off something big and ollie to the floor or something like that. So there's definitely some stuff on the course for him to do that. And I agree. I'd love to see that too. Just something fun and creative, and just throwing his style of skateboarding out here at Simple Session 25.
For sure. So we're seeing Pat there, having a look at the screen to get those scores punched in. It's getting more and more tense. He sat alongside Lowry as well. Yarmo behind, organised a lot of the skaters. He's nodding his head. He's actually stepping in a bit because Sean Hale is injured, unfortunately, so Yarmo is going to take his place. So Yarmo's going to take that headset off, and he's going to jump on the board and get involved, which is always cool to see.
Nice, amazing.
Yeah. Got a message saying, here for David Loy and Jaws from California. It's 4 a.m. here. Thank you for locking in so early, wherever you are in the world. We would love to hear from you.
And it looks like we're going to have some important and big scores coming up here, because the judges are definitely taking their time with these last scores to get those out there. Just getting an overview of the course. Jake Wooten, signature frontside 360. That was on lock yesterday. Grayson out there flying. Big ollie. Okay, we're here and we're just having a few technical difficulties with the judging system, unfortunately, so that's why we're waiting for the scores. But meanwhile, just looking at some of this practice, we got Grayson there in the picture running up the quarter pipe.
Again, a cheeky preview of kind of what's to come.
Yeah.
See Beaver Fleming as well in the background. He is back at Cymbal Session, where the courses have kind of been a bit smaller and kind of a bit more street orientated for the past few years. He hasn't been here, but Beaver is back. We're in the arena. We've got those big obstacles, the big box jumps that he loves, and yeah, he's loving it. He's having a great time. Had a clip on the Red Bull Instagram as well yesterday, in with like Jake Wooten, who has been ripping here. So yeah, it's great to see. Great to see some of the names back.
Yeah, and I think we've definitely like packed them in on these last 6 heats here. A lot of great skateboarders coming up. It's going to be really exciting from here on out, I think.
Yeah, getting a sneaky preview. Look how good that backsmith was from Julian Agliardi. Just got that every single goal.
Yeah.
It's going to be great to see.
So we're just waiting for scores. Scores aren't going anywhere. They will be here when we come back. So if you're at home and you're thinking you might need to go to the bathroom, need a snack break or anything else like that, you know, check out the Cymbal Session Instagram account for to go see Jaws' big kickflip 360. Now might be the time to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to take a break anyway, because we're still waiting on the scores. So I guess we'll bring them when we're back. So
yeah,
we're going to take.
I need a snack.
Yeah, right. Let's go. We'll go and get a snack. Myself and Rune are going to go and get a snack, and we will join you very shortly when we'll bring you the scores. And thank you all for tuning in. Get involved in that Cymbal Session YouTube live chat, and we'll catch you very shortly.
last runs in there, guys. Once again, my name's Dave Duck with World Cup Skateboarding up in the judges stand. 30 seconds till we start. Please clear the course, guys. If you're gonna get in between the runs, you gotta make it quick. We don't have a lot of time for big warm-ups in between runs. You'll get a couple minutes in between heats. But we're starting in 20 seconds. Please clear the course. We started a World Cup Skateboard Tour out in Vans Combi Pool, California back in January. Tom Shaw, the 5-time winner, took down with Grayson Fletch. Again, they've been kickflip in. He'll be in later heat. But right now, we're ready to start. Group number 7, Elias Nilsson, Jaws, Amoki, Rudolph.
Come back to the Simple Session Skateboard Qualifiers. We have had 6 jams. It has gone off so far, and I'm excited to say we have had a bit of a shake-up in the leaderboard, but Simon Gerber still sits in first place with the 82.08. Euro Nagahara goes into second place with an 80.41. Victor Solmunde follows him up with a 77.50, and Robin Bolian slots into 7th place with the 69.41. Seeing those scores coming up on screen for you right now. So the names in red, the guys in jam number 6. Before we took that break, man, we've had a shake-up. So top 15 go through to the finals tomorrow.
Taking 15 for tomorrow.
And you see there on the bubble right now is Diego Fioresa. The judges saying in a bit of a chat that we had before we started today that they reckon in the 80s might be what you need to be aiming for to make that top 15. Obviously, that's kind of to be determined as the runs go on today. But yeah, we have a couple there already. But Euro Nagahara going into second place. They like that consistency of Simon Gerber. He holds first place still from run number 1. It's James Threlfall with you in the booth today alongside Mr. Rune Glifberg, and we are ready to get going with jam number 7. Who have we got, Rune?
I am excited for this. We got Elias Nilsson, Aaron Jaws Hamoki, we got Rudolph Robon, and David Gravett. And Elias is looking like he's getting ready right here.
Yeah, so that timer, just to recap, if you are joining us, I realise people join in from all over the world, joining early in the morning, late at night. The timer does not start until the first trick. So, yeah, gives the guys a chance to kind of drop in and get to where they want to be. Elias, such a great skater. I was saying before the break, one of my favourite skaters, full stop, taking that back Smith up there and then into the street section, working it with that front blunt as we head down to the gap with the 50 up.
Yeah, that was a super cool line. The backsmith up into the street section, and just kind of keeping things separated. Just getting that around the kickflip there, but kind of breaking it up. So he's got the transition part of his run, and then getting into the more street style here on the second part with just a few seconds left. So great run for Elias here.
Yeah, a real kind of name to watch, a name to follow if you just want ridiculous skating popping up on your feeds daily. But love that. Ollie up to kind of like Smith bash with a bit of like a power slide out. Yeah, awesome. Shouts to everyone in the Simple Session YouTube live chat right now. Contos to Skate Park saying, giant track, huge obstacles, reminds me of the 90s and early noughties. Yeah, it's got those vibes, right? And Simple Session celebrating its 25th anniversary. We were here in the early noughties. It was going down. So yeah, it's that kind of crossover that you don't see too often nowadays, where you have skate and BMX taking place in the same park. But someone who can definitely work a park like that is this man, Aaron Jaws Hamoki. Huge tweak over the box and then working his way over into the bowl off that hip transfer. That's been a popular line today, right, Rune?
Yeah, for sure. Yes, inverts. Jaws is one of those guys, you look at him as a street skater, but he is really like an all-terrain guy. He's got so much skill on anything you put in front of him.
Yeah, known for those big drops, but definitely a transition ripper as well. He loves a flip melon 3. Wonder if we'll see that over the box at some point. Oh, he wanted to link that up into the down rail.
Yeah, he wanted to get on that rail. Oh, that was definitely a different line than we've seen before. Over the spine. A few seconds left. And these are long runs.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What you got?
It's actually Jaws' third
360.
time in simple session now. And throwing the Indy 5 as well. Oh, just slamming on his butt there over the hip. But a guy who, definitely brings the vibes. Loves the dance music as well, so the after parties where he's at. I think he's actually playing one of the after parties tonight. So, if you're in Estonia, you'll get to enjoy Jaws behind the decks this evening.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah,
it's going to be a masher.
Big fan of his Chemical Brothers t-shirt as well.
Yeah.
But we move now to Rudos Robas from Latvia, doing it for Converse, kind of like a true street skater. And we'll see kind of how he brings his style to the course. A big kind of fast 50 up the hubber there, steep hubber. You've got to hit that with a lot of speed, and then into that Smith grind across that rail too.
Just getting set up here again for the ledge, back tail across. Nice calm skating here. Just getting it done. Front 50 down. Really coming in with a lot of speed. Oh, nice no comply tail slide. We haven't seen that one yet. Beautiful trick.
I've always loved that trick, and just ejecting off that, just not quite locking in on the back 50. I've always loved no comply tail slides, and I can't get them to work, man. I can't get them to work. Like, I always kick the board just miles out in front of me. So
you need to pop early on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I need a little session with Rudolph, so I need to get him to show me how it's done, right?
Right. Well, I've seen you doing some tray flips on that quarter the other day, so
man.
You're in good shape.
Thanks, man. I mean, I'm happy with the tray flip, but the no comply tail slides, it needs some work. I've got to go back to basics on that. Dave Gravett coming in, just jumping straight in, tweaking the grab over the box.
Just getting psyched up with Grayson up there, and board sliding 50. Oh, the 50 just getting away from him. But that was a great start though. Jumped in off the big bank. And that bank's probably about like 16 feet or something. It's tall and it's super steep. It's one of those obstacles that the BMXers love. And did you see the ghost ride right there on the acid drop? I forget what they even call those. But,
Dave was saying the other day that's a Ben Schroeder move.
Yes,
right there.
Yeah, for sure. Ben Schroeder, he's done that in the combi pool. Kick flipping around, lots of kick. He's going to get another kick flip. Yes, just keep doing that, going around that triangle, doing kick flips. 5 seconds left. I think it's just going to like pound
that's one
soft drink.
That's actually one of the simple session beers right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Backflip dismount.
I mean, the backflip dismount gets good points from me as well, I think. If I'm a judge, I've got a lot of time for that backflip dismount.
I think that was pretty much a perfect run right there. And I'll say that with the fall. yeah, that was beautiful.
Dave Gravett, amazing. MVP, former MVP on Thrasher King of the Road as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we head back to Elias Nilsson, making that Indy 3, like the alley-oop, look so easy on that. Oh, the tweak on that grab too, just one of my favorite guys.
Yeah, flying beautifully around the course. Nice pivot up there on the top, just getting set up for the back Smith to 180. Wow, that was amazing.
Yeah, if Elias can stay on, I think he's definitely why did I say it? A good pick for the finals. I think even with that drop, though, a very good pick for the finals to make it through. A reminder of the scores. Simon Gerber, currently the guy to beat, the Swiss kid, who was nervous about going in run one. He thought that might backfire for him a little bit, but it's not so far. He's in first place with an 82.08. Elias hoping he can get up there and be in that final 15 for tomorrow. It's a big cut from 48 guys out here and making that little Manny roll round happen. And getting the flip back D as well, just stepping off. Looked like he was in on that. He rips Bert as well. Like he just, oh man, he's such a great all-rounder. Such a great all-rounder.
I love the impossible. I was hoping we were all collectively going to put our minds together for him to make that.
Yeah.
Get another one.
Yeah.
Another attempt on the impossible, the fakie. Jaws looking psyched and ready.
Yeah, that's the nice grab over. Yeah, tweaking the backside air transfer into that kind of extended bowl corner. And then up to that invert on the quarter.
Tuck the knee in. Good grab on that.
Oh, just sent that slightly to flat. I think there's quite a few joins there as well, so kind of flying over that blind.
Yeah, you really need to know exactly where you're landing on that one. 50-50 across. Let's see if he's going to get the rail this time. Board slide down. Love it.
Yeah, nice second run for Jaws. Oh, a nice transfer as well. We haven't seen anyone head off that yet. Almost running into the cameraman as well. And he's got 5 seconds. He knows he wants something else. Is it going to be some kind of 3 over the bar?
The 3 to the 5. Oh, just missing it.
Yeah, I felt like he was maybe storing something big, but that's kind of the way to do it, right? It's like that riskier trick that you might fall on, throw it in at the end of the run, because either you've got a massive banger at the end, or do you know what? It's great, it's fine. Like, you know, you've got that 55 seconds of great skating in, and then yeah, sure, you drop that final trick. It hasn't cost you any time if you do it versus like if you were to do it mid-run, you know.
Yeah.
Rudolph straight back in as well with that nose blunt over the driveway rail, but just slipping on that hubber. It's the 50 back across too. A real kind of out-and-out street skater is Rudolph's. As you can see, there's the feeble, so he's kind of staying on this side of the park more.
Just missing the Smith grind again, unfortunately. Getting stuck a little bit. And you need to come at those with a lot of speed when you're hitting those up ledges like that. Back nose blunt. 10 seconds left. Rudolph, back Smith.
Nice. That front Smith, yeah, it's the hubbers that seem to have been catching him out a little bit. We saw him slip on the back 50, and yeah, the front Smith just kind of slipped over to lip. We got Jake Woods in there, getting Dave hype. The caveman into that bank should not be overlooked, because that thing is huge. Gets that 3 as well.
Yeah, stealthish grab. Yeah, the stealthish grab is beautiful.
Yeah, like
board slide across.
So chill.
Yeah. Got the 50-50 that time. There it is. Ghost ride and the acid drop. Nose manual across. Liking this run from Gravet. Manual to manual, down, up the spine and across. Very creative, very different. Haven't seen anyone do anything like that yet. And hug on the way. Hug. Like I say, these are perfect runs. These are perfect runs for Simple Session. Gravet is doing it right here.
Yeah, gets that crooked grind across. There's another, I don't think he's done enough kick flips on the transition yet, so just needed to get the other one in.
Yeah, that's the one that could have done it for him.
Yeah, after the 3 in run number 1, we needed to see the 4th. But yeah, Dave, we are hyped to have him back out here. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching him rip. And that closes out jam number 7. It seems to be flying. We're getting to enjoy so much great skating, Rude. It's like, I can't believe we're through jam 7 already. Taking a look at some of the highlights right now. What we got here, Rude?
We got Elias with the K grind, down the ledge, kickflip fakie. And this one, ollie up, and just getting the ollie to Smith up there, just hanging it up and shuffling in. Beautifully done, ollie down, the step down gap. And this would be the opening alley-oop indie. Just getting that done. And there's the back Smith, and then 180 out. Super difficult. Just manages to stay inside the coping and not go back in. Jaws, big tailbone tweaker over the box jump. Classic Jaws style with the melon grab right there. tuck knee invert. Just beautiful, well done. And there's that big gap down, off the little quarter, down into the side quarter pipe there. 50-50 straight into the board slide. Quick feet right there. Just manages to get that on the second run. Well done, Jaws. I really like that. And a lip slide here from Rudolph. Backside tail slide. Lots of good stuff. The no comply tail slide. You'll get it one day, Jason. And yeah, they're just getting him psyched up.
Yeah, Dave, look at the tweak on that. Such a styled out trick. Dave managing to really put it down. The backflip dismount.
Perfect.
Look at that, multiple angles of the backflip dismount. Having to watch just to see if the board's coming down on him after. Yeah. Incredible. We've got like shocked people in the background in the crowd.
Yeah. Never seen anything like that before.
Pat and Lowry alongside Christian. Looking at what this is going to do to the scores. We'll keep talking about it. The judges were saying, okay, maybe, 80s are where you're going to want to be for the finals. Yuri Nagahara with an 80.41. So that kind of says really the standard you're going to need to be at to make it through. That's what the judges are looking at right now. So that's not to say we won't see anyone below an 80 make it through, but that's kind of like a bit of a mark that the judges are looking at as like, okay, 80s we've seen something particularly impressive that we're into, and we think that, you're a contender for that top 15, but we've talked about it, it's 48 getting cut down. If you look at the names, there's so many great skaters out here that there are going to be some upsets. There's going to be some people that are outside that top 15 that, could have well been in contention. We'll have to wait and see who kind of makes that cut. Just waiting for those scores to come in right now. We've got Matti in the live chat, an Estonian watching from Thailand right now. Thank you very much for locking in. Let us know on the Simple Session YouTube live feeds, the live chat there. Where you're watching from right now, we'd love to know. And also let us know what time it is as well. We've got people joining us at crazy times that have kind of set their alarms. So yeah, thanks for being with us. We see in the crowd there Chris Gregson as well. I think he took a slam in practice, so
yeah, might have to sit this one out, it looks like.
Because he's in jam number 9, so I think if he was going to be skating, he'd be out there keeping warm right now rather than sat down. So,
and I think also Sean Hale, who was supposed to be in this this heat coming up right here, this heat 8, might be sitting it out as well. Yeah,
see there though, Elias Nilsson going up to 5th place. Jaws in 9th with a 65, Dave with a 57.16 in 14th, and Rudolph's getting a 48.30.
And 9th place for Jaws, that could hold all the way through to get him in that top 15.
We have some heavy names coming up, Joe, right? So we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. In this heat, we've got Meelis local Estonian out here doing it for Converse. We've got Jake Wooten as well, who has been absolutely ripping this course in practice. Jaime Mateu from Mallorca, crazy guy and wild skater. And standing in for Sean Hale, we have Jarmo Kangro, again, an Estonian out here representing, showing what the scene here has to offer. Meelis, a really great street skater. Also, though, in practice, been working some of the transition too, so it'd be interesting to see what 1 minute run he's going to pull out. Starting in the transition as well. Looks like he's up on that big red bull bank. Yeah, nice tweak grab over the box.
Big axle up there, coming across the course. Gapping up to that bank into the street section. Tying the course together nicely. Back 50 up.
Hitting it with a lot of speed.
Got about 20 seconds left. Oh, just ollie up into a slide.
it's like you were saying, you do need a lot of speed to be able to hit that gap up.
Yeah.
Just kind of showing there that he's just trying to huck it up over. It's that kicker on top just makes it that little bit harder to clear. And also maybe slightly throws you off when you land up there as well. So anyone doing anything up that is impressive, let alone like a flip trick as well, which we've seen earlier.
Yeah, Euro being the only one who's actually made one in the contest so far.
Yeah.
So that's a little testament as to how hard and how big that Euro gap actually is. Jake Wooden, though, I seen him tray flip up it yesterday, so he might be throwing some flips up. He's definitely probably going to do the frontside 360, which seemed to be unlocked
nice.
Earlier on.
Back 5-0.
Yeah, there it is, right off the bat, frontside 360.
You called it, Rune.
It's in his bag. Nice 1 foot ollie.
He's got great ollie board control.
Jake's got a lot of different tricks, and he can work both sides of the course, so he's looking to see him come into the big section over here. Oh, still makes it. Right on front crook into the corner. That was pretty unreal stuff right there, and just managed to stay on and kind of like slide it in.
Wild that he went for that, really, because that's quite, you'd think quite like an predictable trick.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Okay, so some really good kind of elements of that run. I'd say, we're going to need to see a little switch up for him in run number 2, though. He's probably going to need to get more done in run number 2 to make it into that top 15 is my prediction, but he's absolutely got it in the bag. Like, he's got it in his locker. So I think, if he can pull it out, it's there for him. Yeah,
probably try to maybe find someone else other than the roll on front crook for qualifying today, and just get a few tricks in on the big section will be great for him, and then tomorrow he can get that tidied up and be ready to make that front crook. It looked like it was something he just kind of like thought of in the moment a little bit. But amazing. But we got Yamo on there.
I think we were meant to have Jaime Mateu, but Yamo's in. So I don't know if they have maybe switched positions or if Jaime's not skating anymore. We'll find out in a moment. But Yamo definitely is in. So props to Yamo. He works behind the scenes. He is part of the amazing team that makes Simple Session happen. And Yamo has literally put the headset down and jumped on his board, like no warm-up, and is standing in for Sean Hale, who's injured. Yamo's such a ripper. And just shows up at late notice and is like, cool, I'll stand in, that's fine. And going for that nose manual across the volcano right there.
Amazing. 20 seconds left. I'm sure he hasn't prepared a whole bunch of stuff, so this is all improv stuff. Getting a lot of speed there. Oh, getting the alley-oop 3 kind of transfer attempt.
And that is going to be time for Yamo. I was trying to hear there if they were trying to encourage him to have one more go. But Yamo stepping up. So not too sure what's happened to Jaime Mateu, but it looks like he is not skating, or certainly isn't. Well, he hasn't had run 1 in this jam. So yet to find out on that. But Melis back to the top of the list, doing it for Converse out here. Had a nice first run, switching it up for his second. He started off the big Red Bull bank and went over the jump box, which is not his most comfortable area of skating really, and then into that switching up the foot plant up on the big bank there in the street section. And working that hip as well with that high speed back 50 up, gapping over into that small flat bank hip as well, and the 50 across on the rail too.
He's got a great run going here. Just working it a little better when he's staying over in the street section. Kind of set him off better. Nice nose grab 360 transfer right there. It's a good run going on right here.
15 seconds to go. Enjoyed that nose grab 3 that he kind of threw in the mix. And here we go. So he's switching it up and heading back over. I think the judges. We will see people do the same run a couple of times, maybe switch it up slightly. But Melis really kind of making it happen. Goes for a different grab on the box as well. Like I say, maybe the area of the park that he's kind of less confident, but he's like, yeah, I'm going to go over there and show you that I can still kick it. We can still hit that jump box. And yeah, in practice, he was having a bit of a hard time getting used to the jump box too. But yeah, making it look straightforward. John asking if BMX is today. Yes, BMX will be later on this afternoon. We have the sister session after skateboard qualifiers, and then we'll get into men's qualifiers this evening. That'll take us through until 9:30 p.m. local time. Oh my word, Jake Wooten. Did you see the drop in on that behind the coping, pushing it over?
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, Jake starting off with a little more energy right here, starting off with a big section, getting that 5-0 through the big corner, firing off a big backside ollie across nose manual across the volcano.
Jake is so good, such an incredible skater, and such a big bag of tricks that I kind of never know what he's going to do, you know, like he's unpredictable.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely done some of the most amazing things you've ever seen on a skateboard. 50.
One of these front threes every single time. I'm going to say best front three in skateboarding, I reckon.
Yeah, he's got it on lock. Just getting the kickflip, just getting away from him. Rolling off onto his feet. And there you can kind of see how high those sections really are.
Yeah, that kind of really puts it into perspective. Loving
Switch tray off. The little quarter there.
Alongside the street course this year, we've got a really nice rail cam as well that's kind of running alongside. So we're going to get some really nice perspective throughout the weekends.
Surfing right out of the park.
Yeah, so Jake, we said he kind of needed to switch up for run number 2, doing exactly that. And I think, going to score nicely. Jarmo coming back in, starting up on the volcano. Hopefully his legs are a little bit warmed up now. And that headset will be back on again in 30 seconds after his run.
Nice nose manual.
Love that. Kind of tapping on the way back in as well. Great stuff from Jarmo. Going for the flip back D maybe. Yeah, pops the board, saves it before it falls back in. Jarmo not expecting to skate the contest, as I was saying just before, standing in for Sean Hale. Oh, nose manny, where's this going?
Amazing nose manual.
Still got 30 seconds on the clock as well.
And Jarmo's been helping invite all these riders, so when you see everyone sort of cheering for him and getting ready, you know why, because he's part of the reason all these guys are in Estonia and in Tallinn right now.
Yeah.
So they all appreciate his efforts and love seeing him skate out there and getting everyone here. Yeah, there it is, beautiful.
I don't think Jarmo's been in any of the practice sessions either. I don't think he's had the time to skate, so I think this is literally his first time on the course. So yeah, getting it done. All of the nose manuals. Well done, Jarmo, stepping up. And that is going to be the end of jam number 8 right there. A quick one, because we didn't have Jaime Mateu, and we can see some of the highlights on screen right now. Kicking off with Melis. Yeah, nice. Gets that front side air up. Yeah, working up on the bank and then kind of heading over to here. Love this kind of foot plant switch up. Do you know the name of that room?
It's called a beam plant to backside bonus, but I'm not sure if
there's another name for it. Yeah.
Jake Wooten, frontside 360, beautifully done. Couldn't have been done any better, really. And you can kind of tell from the expression on his face that it was a piece of cake for him.
Yeah.
And there's that psycho drop in on the big bank there, the big 16-footer, straight into an ollie over the jump box, ollie right up into the corner on that bank. Jarmo with the lip slide, straight to melon grab, drop off, jaw style.
Just about surviving, getting back in. I've had a message saying Jaime just woke up, so yeah. So we'll see if he gets here in time to pop up in the contest a little bit later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jarmo getting it done, and I guarantee you Jarmo is immediately back to work right now as well. So feels like I've repeated myself 1,000 times, but since Simon has held it since heat number 1, he's still in first place. That 82.08, the score to beat right now. But yeah, our kind of top 15 right now, Dave Gravett in 14th. We're like, yeah, we've got a stacked top 15 already. But it's definitely going to get shaken up as we head through the remaining heats that we've got. 12 qualification heats today, cutting 48 riders down to a top 15.
Yeah, we've got an exciting heat coming up now too. Marcelo from Santiago, Chile, and Jerry Gurney. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sunglasses on, rock and roll. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, let's do it. Yet to see if Chris Gregson is going to be skating this heat as well. I think probably not, based on, as we were saying before, kind of seeing these shots of him sat in the crowd. Apparently had a pretty bad slam in practice. So it looks like we can see him right there. He's still chilling in the crowd. So he's out here, hopefully not too hurt, because he's been ripping, and obviously, we want to see him skating whilst he's here. But yeah, good to see that he's kind of okay and kind of chilling up there. But yeah, shame not to see him in the contest. He has filmed some amazing lines already this weekend as well, because he's genuinely one of the best filmers, one of the best skate filmers in the game, as well as being one of the best skateboarders in the game himself. Filmed an incredible line with Grayson Fletcher around here, which I believe we will see in tomorrow's kind of course preview in the finals as well. So make sure you do not miss that. No changes though to the top 8 from jam number 8. Sorry. So we'll see in the top 10. So Jake Wooten just kind of sneaking himself into that 15th position. So he sits on the bubble right now. Melis in 18th, Yamo down in 24th. So Jake in a bit of a kind of tight spot right there. I don't know if that's going to stay, looking at the riders we've got coming up. I think he sadly may get bumped out of that. And speaking of great riders, man, Marcelo Jimenez, what an absolute ripper he is. Christopher Kroon as well from Sweden. He's no stranger to smashing at a simple session, being well in the mix. And also Jerry Gurney, who is kind of like, everyone's kind of favourite skater. It was very funny. They put some more lights on the other day, and Jerry was like, sweet, an excuse to be wearing my sunglasses indoors right now. So Jerry will be bringing the style both on and off the boards to the course today. But someone who's going to absolutely attack this course right now, Marcelo Jimenez. There is that big kind of judo 3, massive frontside transfer as well. Just goes so fast. Massive frontside bonus up on the bubble.
Yeah, and he won the highest air on the Thursday night Ring the Bell challenge.
Yeah, him and Grayson tied, yeah.
Also, after Simple National, we went to Italy. He was number 1.
Big. That is a huge gap up onto that rail from that side. If you don't go off the pyramid, you have a massive ollie. And going for the front lip as well. Heavy, big gap over the kinked rail as well. And then the back Smith, Marcelo making it happen out here.
He's got a great run going right now, 15 seconds.
Yeah, he's got the all-around skills, he's got the street skills. He can go on the big stuff. Seen him skate some of the international World Skate Contest and going in the park there. So definitely a well-rounded skater. And just having a little bit of tough luck there at the end of that run, but overall, great skating.
Yeah, his third time out here at Simple Session. And yeah, we've just kind of come to know that basically anything you put in his path, he will tear. He will have a go at. Like, he's going to bring the speeds. He was tearing up the when we last year in Tartu had a boat on a barge. Did you see the footage of that? We had a boat that we took down the river on a barge, and Marcelo was going for it. It's just one of the fun jams, but like, no, Marcelo is all in. We have Christopher Kroon coming in right now though, 20 years old from Sweden. Back tail up the steep hubber and looks so chill with it.
Yeah, Christopher has a lot of unique tricks. Back 180 nose grind over the flat bar there. Straight into nose blunt. Yeah, flip front board. Easy money on that. A lot of unique stuff. His own technical tricks. It's always really cool to watch. He's got a lot of the late shove it, late shove it to lip slide and things like that. Just a lot of really cool stuff. There's a 360 ollie lip slide.
sweet to see as well, because he's definitely kind of more of a street kind of orientated rider, as we can see here. Obviously, he's really found his way with this course and is making it work for him. Just coming undone on one of those late shoves, but
just
last trick. So
missing his signature trick right there, right at the end. But.
Yeah, for sure. But having made the finals here at Symbol Session in 22 and 23, and also last year getting 4th place at Tampa Am. Like, the guy's definitely a name to watch. He's young. He's someone to keep an eye on for sure. So yeah, hoping that he can do well today. Absolutely smashing it with that first run. So hoping he can back that up for run number 2. We talk about the shades though. Jerry Gurney coming in, sorry, should I say, for his first run. Style for miles on this guy. Check this out. Oh, just clipping.
Still hanging on.
He's got a lot of crazy tricks on his video parts. Check out his Instagram. You'll see he's a wild
Yuba City, California.
Rides a lot of ditches and crazy DIY spots.
Such great style.
That big layback. All the way up to layback, lip slide revert.
Another one I think Gregson filmed the other day as well. He just smashed that out first try for the camera.
Backside rolling for Jerry, coming in with some speed now. Over to spine. Invert.
Jerry's always a fun guy to hang out with and having the van, go on a trip with or something like that. He's amazing. There's the front side invert, revert over the spine, back boneless. Throwing the horns at the cameraman, backside boneless, backside revert.
Amazing.
Pure rock and roll.
Really linked that final kind of section of his run together. Amazing. Big love to Jerry.
A switch layback. That's amazing.
So a really strong first run for Jerry as well.
Yeah, well done.
John in the live chat getting well involved. Thanks for being with us, man. He says, is this a hard course for the skaters? Everything's huge. Yeah, it really is. It's this hybrid course between skate and BMX, right? And the BMXers need a big course. So the skaters kind of have to ride that too, but they take it in their strides. They're loving it. And one guy who's absolutely doing that right now, Marcelo Jimenez. We predicted kind of high speed, aggression in run number 1. He brought exactly that. So let's see what he goes for in run number 2.
Yeah, speaking of hybrid, it's not only a hybrid of skateboarding and BMX, it's also like a hybrid of street skating and park skating. So that makes it really interesting, I think. And got these guys out here throwing a good variety of tricks. You get like that boneless you was trying there, and then straight into like a K-grind on the rail or something like that. So pretty unique way of skating, and it's not something everyone can do. So it's exciting to see the riders out here throwing their own unique ways of doing things.
Yeah, for sure. I think the hard thing as well is it's a course where, with everything being so big, you kind of don't want to lose that speed, really. So it can kind of throw you off, because you can then lose a lot of time if you like sketch out on a trick or drop a trick, especially in the transition section. It's really hard to kind of get back in the mix.
Oh my God.
For Marcelo making that happen. Big gap down to 50-50, the second part of that kink. We haven't seen anyone head straight through the kink yet, but we've seen the big gap down. Man, we aren't going to see too many people hit that, I don't think. That is...
The judges are going to like that, and I think the gap to 50 is almost crazier than the gap lip. Because you've got such little
full commit.
Yeah, you got to land just perfectly on that. That was pretty wild.
Yeah, wow. So Marcelo, I think having done as as much as he can really to make his stake his claim to be in that top 15. We'll wait to see if that happens, because things are definitely getting more competitive. A guy who is also doing that is Christopher Kroon. Wow, that is incredible. That back tail up just every time effortlessly.
Yeah, and good style on Christopher. Nice and, like, doesn't have his arms going everywhere. He's got that lanky, smooth style.
Yeah.
Kick flip, front board.
Just making it look so effortless. That rail is huge. Like, I like a down rail, but I turned up and I was like, I'm not touching that this weekend.
Yeah, that thing really sends you into the floor. It's quite steep. Just clipping the end on the little 5-0 there on the end, so the K-grind.
That's
clicking over to 5-0. Pretty sure he meant to do that. 360 ollie to lip slide.
Yeah, it's definitely
10
looked
seconds
intentional.
left here.
If it was an accident, he very much styled that out. Definitely looked intentional. Oh, going for the switch up onto the front board, but like, again, his final trick. I think, I think we're going to see the leaderboard shaking up a little bit. Marcelo and Christopher doing a very good job of putting themselves in contention for finals for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll see Christopher up there in the top 10 somewhere.
Yeah.
Great runs for sure.
Yeah, top 10 at the moment, rounded out by Luka Kahu with a 63.50. So that's what you want to be if you want to be in the top 10. 15 going through though. Jerry Gurney back in, had a wicked first run. He had caught his wheels on the box, which threw him off at the start of his first run. Making it happen though to open his second. So let's see where this one goes.
Liking that fast plant across there. On the A-frame, coming up on the spine, invert across, frontside invert, revert, over.
Is that like a Miller flip over?
Yeah,
would you call that?
yeah, Miller flip, I guess.
Yeah.
Backside boneless to fakie. Yeah, little camera action, switch layback grind.
Still got 25 seconds as well, so you can see how like just that slight mess up at the start of his first run, like that cost time, and he's now in a position where he's like, great, like I can.
Yeah, high fives for the boys and everything. Another perfect run going on.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Just like Gravette's, I don't care if he falls now, what happens is a perfect run.
Yeah, for sure. There we go.
Tail transfer.
Great to see. What a guy.
The egg. The big egg over, or burn twist. Eggplant revert, whatever you want to call it.
Awesome stuff from Jerry Gurney. And that rounding out, jam number 9. We are flying through right now. Flying through.
Yeah, moving a little quicker now. We've had a couple of jams with only 3 guys in there due to some injuries.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it would have been great to have seen Jaime and Gregson and Sean Hale, a bunch of the boys, but unfortunately not today.
Kind of shows as well how big this course is. You know, it is tough if you go down on it. We've seen some hard slams in some of the jams already. Checking this out though, that a trick that could have definitely dealt a savage slam. Marcelo making it look straightforward though. What a rider. So great to see him out here. And then we come to this. Do you know what? Oh man, that is as good as you're ever going to see.
Right the way to
like
the
that.
end. Yeah, right. And kick flip front board. Perfect style on that too. Getting away from the rail, the opposite rail. See another angle on that. Yeah, perfect on that second run. And just riding right across. Yeah, there's that crooked grind to the little 5-0 at the end. And here we go, Jerry Gurney. He needs a slow-mo of just him walking.
Yeah,
of course he does.
Do you know how much love Jerry is getting in the live chat right now?
He better be getting all kinds of love.
Thank you to everyone. Holly Urethane, capital letters saying, yeah, Jerry Gurney, hot as hell.
Yeah.
G Tim saying, Gurney the best.
Shaking up the cameras there, surfing the flat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. See what the judges think about it. Pat Duffy, deep thought, putting in some scores, working the system. Got Duncan over there in the background, our on-course announcer. Of course, Simple Session has to bring out Dave Duncan every year, the voice of skateboarding.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's great as well. He teams up with Christian Iyer, so Christian kind of does the Estonian side of things as well. Dave brings the English. So it's like, it's great. If you're here in the crowd, if you're an Estonian local, you kind of get both. But next heat, if you are across the scoring and stuff right now, you'll be able to see. But wow, we have a stacked heat. Isai Sakurai, David Loy, Beaver Fleming, and Cody Lockwood. What a big heat that is. That's what I say when it's kind of like, you know, if you're sat below that kind of top 10, you're going to start getting a bit shaky at this point.
Yeah. And Isel taking second place last year at Simple
absolutely.
Session.
So
he's definitely one to watch for. The only non-American in this jam coming up. David Loy, always ripping, been ripping for years since he was a tiny kid. Beaver Fleming, always exciting. Probably going to see some backflips out there, something spectacular.
Here for it.
And Cody Lockwood just landed last night, so not a lot of practice for Cody, but such an amazing skateboarder.
Yeah.
And this big stuff is like, it's right up his alley.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he's going to do great regardless of practice or not.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great to see as well. Isai is definitely kind of one of those guys that, we'll come back to that in a moment. We can see here there has been a shake-up in the leaderboards. Christopher Kroon coming in with that 76, putting himself into 5th place. Marcelo Jimenez with a 74.91 7th. So we do get a shake-up. We get bumped down, and now Artur Bogdanovic, Mr. Boga, sits on the bubble in 15th place. So Simon Gerber, still the guy to beat. 4 people hoping to do that though. We say Isai, Deloy, Beaver and Cody coming up for you in just a moment's time. So Isai, definitely a real transition ripper.
Super exciting to watch. Crazy disasters. He's got the 540s. He flies around the course. I'm excited to see what he's got cooked up for us right here.
And you know what? He got that 2nd place last year and on a course that was much smaller. So this is allowing him to really send it.
Yeah. Massive stalefish.
Here comes the 5
down there.
for sure. Oh no, maybe not. The backlit through. Beautiful. It just felt like the perfect place to do it. We will see it though.
That's where he's been doing. I'm sure we'll come back to that section. Just popping off the end there. Getting a few street tricks in there. The 1 foot, the feeble grind, the front blunt. And yeah, he's not worried about the 540. He can do that after 2 minutes. Yeah. This is only a 1 minute run.
Just
Falling into the big.
Do you know what? The judges will love that as well, that ollie in. And there we go, there's the...
And it's kind of alley-oop. Like he takes an odd line to it, just mashes it up. That disaster right there. Massive. And he knew exactly where he was, and a little no-comply flip there at the end. And perfect run. So that's going to shake things up for sure.
Yeah, this is it. This is
got a top 3 coming, and this is just his first run.
Absolutely. He has the body varial 5s as well on lock, so he knows he can step it up from there. The stuff on the box too, he does, these amazing, like, almost looks like he's snowboarding front 3s.
Yeah.
Like the tuck knee, bones the front foot out. Yeah, he can step it up. Deloy though, asking for the tunes up.
Yeah,
Once it cranked, he wants to get fired up for this one. Gap to 5-0 down the smaller hubber, and then working the Smith grind up the bigger one.
Rocking out to Sex Pistols, I think. You can hear it playing extra loud in the arena right now. I don't know if you can hear that at home, but it's definitely getting fired up. K-grind up, nice pop out. Everyone's psyched. He's going to have the big ollie in right there. Yes! Oh!
Good to see him get up from that one.
Yeah, Loy's definitely not one to back down from like a big gap or a big challenge or doing something crazy. I looked at that ollie in yesterday, and it's definitely, it's tempting, but it's definitely also very risky. And David Loy paying the price right there, but I'm sure he'll probably get back to it.
This as well, here we go.
Another
so
big
that
slam.
was I was talking about earlier. He threw that out the other day for Gregson filming. But yeah, a wicked trick, that kind of like almost off axis, like alley-oop, front 3, transfer. Yeah, wicked to see him out here ripping this year.
Yeah, really hard to get the landing right on that alley-oop front 3 over there to the sidewall, because you're very likely to land on your toes and the board kind of zing out from under you. But hopefully on the second run he'll clean those 2 tricks up: the big ollie in or the big ollie indie grab in, and that front 3. And if he gets that, he's definitely in good shape. Beaver Fleming right here though.
What a guy. Someone who is going to attack this course in a completely unique way. He loves the jump boxes, but that... Oh, my word!
Just throwing it in.
Done that? How has he done that?
Yeah, I think the board was on the ground before his feet were on the board.
That looked like he was coming off the back for sure, but yeah, Beaver, man, I've seen him claim some amazing stuff. And do you know what? The box jump, he did a 720 over some years ago, a backside like Indy 7, wild. So yeah, he has some huge tricks.
And he's got skills on the rails, feeble grinding,
right?
All in, down. Beaver's definitely, the crooked grind, definitely getting it done. And let's see, he's coming back over here to the big section. I think we're going to see a big backflip right here. Why not?
Yeah, it's a big crowd pleaser, but it's also a super hard trick.
There it is.
He can do that every single go. And he gets that to tail on the quarter as well. Beaver, someone,
and the kickflip.
Yeah, someone who rides for Nitro Circus, so a lot of their live shows, he kind of travels the world skating in those. And so, yeah, these kind of box jumps and stuff, they are absolutely chilling for him. They're his bread and butter, you know. So, here we go. Cody Lockwood then to round out the heat, come in out of Portland. You say he hasn't had too much practice. Doesn't look like it though. Nice nose grab, tweaking that right out, making light work of that hip transfer as well. Power slides up and over the bubble.
Just a great skateboarder, frontside blunt up on the big section, no practice, no stranger to building parks, out there with Dreamland, building some of the best parks in the world, doing all the hard work, laying concrete. And yeah, what a great person, great skateboarder. And he can really throw out some of the most exciting tricks you've ever seen. Big Smith up on the wall there.
Yeah, working the lines. For someone who really hasn't had much time on this park, he seems to have it pretty well figured out at the moment.
Yeah, look, I mean, I didn't see him this morning when practice was going on, so it looked like he just like showed up and was kind of like looking to get maybe a little bit of practice during while the heats was going on earlier. Yeah, what a great run.
Wow. Great to see Cody back here this year.
Yeah, getting around all the course so effortlessly, and just, I mean, you can learn a lot from watching other people skate, but it's still going to be different once you get in there yourself. But it looks like you know, Cody just picked it up just from watching everyone, and knew what he wanted to do, and had a great line going around the whole place.
Yeah. I mean, he skates huge transition in Portland all the time anyway, right? So this is kind of chill for him.
Yeah.
Huge gap there, though. We go to the top of the leaderboard. Check out the tweak on that Stalefish for Isai Sakurai. A real talent to watch coming from Japan right now. He turned a lot of heads last year when he was 15. He's 16 now.
And the back lip around the big corner up there, definitely like a super hard trick. It's so easy to lose your balance on that. Out the board. Backboners on the wall.
Yeah, nice. Some slightly different bits for run number 2 as well. Good to see. Mixing it up.
Yeah.
Coming in. Are we going to see the body varial 5 here as he works back over for it, or are we going to go normal 5? Yeah, nice.
Even more alley-oop on that one.
Yeah,
just traveling a whole sheet. And the perfect back D, didn't stall it out. First one he got kind of stalled out. That second one, just perfect execution. He's got to be happy with that. I'm predicting a new leader. It's just my opinion. I don't know, but
I agree.
That was 2 pretty wild runs right there.
I agree. 2 flawless runs, really well worked out. We saw some switch-ups of tricks across the 2. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see the same. I back your prediction there, Rune. So David Loy had a good first run. A couple of slams. If he can get that gap and get that alley-oop transfer, whoa, I think the judges are going to be happy.
Yeah, I think he just needs to clean those couple of tricks up. If he gets the big gap in, that's definitely going to be a great trick for him. Looks like he's starting off with some of the same stuff he was doing before. Just obviously get some rhythm in there, get his run going nicely.
I love that yank in as well.
Yeah, for sure.
The yank off the tail.
Crooked grind, and here's where he's going to come over for that big ollie in. And I'm not even sure this camera angle is going to show it properly. There, you can see it. Oh my God!
It's
just going a little bit too far and maybe not trusting it all the way. You really need to lean forward because that quarter pipe is very steep when you come in. So maybe he just maybe had a little bit too much speed or something like that, and just kind of landed a little bit in the back seat. Yeah, that one will definitely hurt you and take some energy out of you. Big slam like that mid-run.
We'll have to see if you can get this transfer.
Yeah.
Cut of Tony Hawk's Birdhouse Skateboards team.
Oh, just trying to pump as hard as he can. Give him one more, Duncan. Duncan's in down there. Give him one more. Give him one more. This is it. This is simple session, you know.
The crowd wants to see it, so
yeah. Let's have it. Let's have it.
Come on, D-Lo. Let's get this. Let's get this.
Let's have it.
He did it so perfectly in the first practice session.
Josh wants to see it too.
Yeah.
Gap transfer, here we go.
That's okay. I still think Dave's going to get a good score, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. It's a shame because that gap and the 270 transfer would be like, they would have definitely added significantly to that score. But he's done some great stuff in the build up to it. So we'll see what that brings for him. Someone who's definitely sat on a good score from run number 1 as well is Beaver Fleming coming back in. How is he going to switch this up? The flip indie to finger flip as well, to like the hand flip, just making that look so easy.
Yeah, just throwing some extra excitement into everything and just a little extra on the finger flip. Yeah, nice lines.
And you know what? Again, kind of taking the same line but switching up the tricks here.
Yeah, and his line's a little bit different to what everyone else has been doing, so that's always good to see. Foot plant. Let's see what he's got here on the step up, just ollie up. Coming back down, ollie down. Crooked grind again, feeble grind this time. Switching it up a little bit and coming over for another big transfer.
So what we're going to get
behind him down there.
Always finishes on a big one. Oh my word! Beaver Fleming. I don't even know what that's called, Rune, but that is wild just to throw that out.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to wait for the slow motion, the replay to call that one. I think it's some sort of finger flip varial thing that he's doing while he's back flipping, but I couldn't tell you for sure. He definitely takes off in like an indie or frontside grab. And then, I don't know.
Only person in the world doing it. Alski in the live chat is just calling it the Beaver flip. I will speak to Beaver after the contest and find out, because he's definitely going to throw that again in the finals.
He might have named it that. I don't know. Yeah. Cody Lockwood getting ready for another great ride. Yeah, beautiful tweaker. Over the jump box. Right up to the top. Getting the line straight away. Power sliding across. Smacking the tail on that front blunt. Just adding some more excitement into it. Up on the big, okay. Up on the big bank. He's gonna get a layback.
The boneless transfer. Oh man.
It's just getting away from him.
Yeah, if you want to check out some of the gnarliest skating in the game, watch any video part of Cody's. We'll ride the crustiest concrete, the biggest transition.
He's got like nose blunt, nollie flip out. Yeah, he's got all kinds of magic.
Like real tech stuff, man, as well. Like it's not just all like hash, like big airs and stuff like that. It gets really, really tech.
Yeah, for sure.
So there we go. That is time for Cody Lockwood.
Yeah, a little bit of a shame on the second run. First run was great, and just not coming together 100% on that second run.
But
Issei, look at that ollie just floating through. Beautiful. 1 foot.
Yeah.
Feeble grind, full speed. The 540, about chest high up there, going alley-oop.
Yeah.
Feeble grinding across.
It's great as well, because definitely an amazing vert skater as well can come across to this and skate the park so kind of confidently. There's some yeah, brilliant Japanese vert skates coming through. And I didn't realize until not too long ago, Yuto Horigome, an incredible vert skater as well. An amazing vert skater, can 540 vert and stuff, but obviously is now more known for street skating. But yeah, Issei, another Japanese rider coming out doing it all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he was a great vert skater before he got famous for skating street and doing all the stuff that he's been doing now. Back-to-back Olympic gold medals and all kinds of other crazy endeavors.
Yeah.
Okay, there's that. I'd call that some sort of axe murder thing, right? There's a flip indie. See,
my word! How does he stay on that?
Yeah,
landing back foot first.
There's the back flip, and let's see about this. It's a back flip with a finger flip varial, I think.
Yeah, there we
back
go.
Flip and then finger flip varial thing. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, Ace on Fire in the chat saying Beaver invented that kickflip, finger flip at Woodward. Oh, I mean, wow, yeah.
Yeah, you don't see anyone else doing it.
Yeah.
And beautiful front blunt from Cody. Smacked the tail real good on the second one.
Such a crazy trick
Smith
to be able
up,
to do that reliably.
Down to disaster.
Yep.
Loving that backside one. That's across.
And that,
Oh, was that the fall? Yeah,
that was the fall, but you can't see it there, so we'll say it was a lander, right?
Yeah,
we'll just go with it. We'll go with it. So yeah, I predict a little shake-up here. So Issei Sakurai, contender for first place. Beaver Fleming has to be up there too. Beaver Fleming has to be very much kind of in contention.
Yeah, he had two great runs and very diverse or unique style and tricks and everything. There's Jaime, finally decided to show up.
So we may see him thrown
thinks
into
he's
the
Jerry
Lake
Gurney, but he's not quite the rock star Jerry is. But that's okay. He's here now. He's throwing the horns. He's ready. He's like, yeah, I woke up. What's up now?
Oh, he's got his name on his t-shirt as well.
Yes.
So I guess he's probably going to pop up in a later jam. We will see what information we get on that. Jaime is someone we definitely don't want to be missing at single session. So we'll see what happens and if/where he gets kind of slotted in.
He'll probably jump down the Loy gap there. I'm sure he's got his eye on that one.
Yeah, nollie 180s into any transition, boneless off any drop. The guy is a machine. Great to check out the crowd as well, see who we've got. Kind of people bedding in for a long day of riding. We've got a lot to bring you today. So yeah, if you're watching at home as well, make sure you got your snacks, you got your drinks, you're chilling, you kick back, you're in a comfy seat because we're going till 9:30 local time here. So yeah, if you are with us all the way through today, big love to you. And
two more heats left of skateboarding. Jam 11 coming up and Jam 12. So we got Pedro Quintas, Ivan Federico, Hampus Winberg, and CJ Collins. And that is a jam to be excited about, right?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Honestly, unbelievable. We've got Vamos Argentina in the chat. Let us know where you are tuned in from, locked in from, and let us know what time it is where you are too. We want to know where everyone's at in the world right now. Just head over to the Simple Session YouTube if you aren't already on there, and you can get involved in the live chat. If you're ready there, just jump on that chat box. Let us know what's going down for you right now. What are your plans?
Do we got Brazilian fans? Do we got Brazilian fans out there excited to watch Pedro Quintas or what?
Yeah, Haroldo Marai is in the chat, or Marais maybe.
Okay,
is in the chat. Shouts to you, putting the Brazilian flags in there.
Nice.
Alski is in Philly, says it's 8 a.m. Man, are you having your cereal right now, Alski? What's going down? What's your breakfast? Or is it just Simple Session? You're just having a good dosing of Simple Session for this morning?
It's funny to see the reactions of all these people getting up on the screen. Some of them are hiding behind their phones. The girls throwing the horns, getting all excited.
Yeah.
You got Cody in there with the baby, and I think everyone's excited to be here at Simple Session 25.
I have confirmation. This is the most Jaime Mateu thing. There is now going to be a Jam 13, and it's just going to be Jaime Mateu.
perfect.
He's going to do a 1 minute run. He's then going to have a 30-second break, and then he's going to do another 1 minute run. So, yeah, wow, that's going to be, he's basically, he's got a marathon to skate in Jam 13, so you've got a little bonus one. Hi from Sweden, it's 2 p.m. here. Thank you to Henning or Malcolm for getting involved. Hi from Colombia, that's Juan, it's 8 a.m. there too. Latvian on the way to Italy to watch from Poland, that's Korga.
We got a new,
Oski says he had an Oreo as well.
We got a new podium.
Man,
we got Issy moving up into first, Beaver in second, Simon getting bumped down to third. So yeah, that last heat definitely did shake things up, and we have a contest.
And I think that's correct right there. I think that's correct. So yeah, as well, kind of confirms for some of those guys with the 8 riders that we've got left to go. In fact, 9 with Jaime going last. That means that the top 6 right now are completely safe. So, yeah, congrats to those guys. They can kind of rest easy and chill, kick it. We've got some massage chairs at the back. Maybe they just go and kick it in the massage chairs. Those guys absolutely loving it. They're bringing the vibes, enjoying simple session.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's excited up there. What a great turnout.
And Cody kicking it with Chris Gregson there as well. So, yeah, as predicted, the shake-up in the leaderboard there.
Oh, looked like we might have had an injury on the course or something. We got the medic staff walking off the course. So maybe that's why we had a little bit of a hold.
Yeah. Anna says, CJ just fell. He's okay. Sorry, Anna is producer who's chatting with us. Shouts to Anna. She's literally across the broadcast all day, every day, out here at Simple Session.
Well, let's hope CJ is okay. I was really looking forward to seeing him skate. So
yeah, apparently all good. So that's a relief because he is literally in this jam as well. So yeah.
Pedro looks ready.
Here we go. You see him lined up. Look at those pictures as well. Pedro Quintas, an incredible skater. Ivan Federico, Hampus Wimberg, and CJ Collins. A pretty young list of riders there. Kind of like the generation kind of coming through at the moment, smashing it. We've got a couple of Olympians in there as well, in Pedro Quintas.
Yeah, I mean, CJ is the only guy in this jam who didn't compete in the Olympics.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Ivan was in the 2020 or 21 Olympics, and Pedro was in 2020.
21 as well, 2021.
And Hampus in 24.
Yeah, made the park finals at the Olympics in 2024. So, yeah, it's we're getting stacked here in the final heats, and Pedro is straight in with that nose grab, kicking the tail out over the box. So stylish, kind of looks so chill whilst almost still having this kind of real aggression, and loves the frontside lip slide, taking it through the corner there of that big quarter.
A little different approach there, 5-0ing up into that little quarter pipe to make the switch from the transition area into the more street style section. Big Smith up on the wall. Oh, Manny across, I like that. That was cool. And there's the nose grind tail grab, ollieing in, going so fast, too fast almost, just missing the ollie up the. Well, I'll call it the mini step up, but it's actually quite big too.
Yeah, for any other skate park, it's a big step up, right? There we go. Yeah, the front lip. 5 seconds to get something else done. A really strong first run for Pedro. And that right there, we might be a little too late. Oh, yeah, the back D up there too. Cool, nice. I've had very quickly before Ivan drops confirmation that, we thought CJ was okay, but he is just going to sit out, unfortunately. He's not feeling up to riding, so Jaime Mateu is going to stand in for CJ Collins as the final rider in this jam. I was quite looking forward to the Jaime Mateu demo.
I'm sure that messed up his ego badly. He was looking forward to that jam as much as you were.
Yeah. Okay, Ivan is in. There's the nose grab 3. Almost over-rotating that. He went so big.
Yeah. Yeah, Ivan's got a lot of great tricks. And yeah, nose blunt slide right there. Usually pretty solid. No stranger to contests. Been doing it since he was, 10 years old. Oh yeah, just dropping right off. 30 seconds left, so only halfway through the run right here. Already a lot of good stuff. Just getting ready. Maybe big flip melon. Across right here. There it is. Signature with a little tweak.
That's his big go-to right there. He's had that one on lock for years. 10 seconds left for Ivan Federico.
Spine transfer. Little back D. He's looking to get a little lost here towards the end of the run, but I mean, he's done a great job of it.
Yeah.
Stayed on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's great to have him back as well. It's been a minute since he's been Simple Session, and yeah, was basically just loved making the finals at Simple Session for a while. He was just consistently in that top group, made it through to Sunday. So yeah, we'll have to see. Run number 1 was solid, stayed on, and run number 2, if he can back it up, maybe he can make that top 15 as well. Hampus though coming in. Definitely looking to make it. Simple Session 2022 silver medalist. Wants to get that gold this year if he can.
Yeah, just powering through this run already. Going ever so big on the backside. 360 and the body jaw right there. Almost cleared all the way to flat on that first 360 he came in with. Going so fast. Wow, unique transfer right there. Bank to bank. Nose grind across, so really making the best use of all the obstacles here and all the lines.
It's so crazy how much speed he carries whilst looking so chill as well.
Yeah, Barley grind.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, that hip transfer he did on there from bank to bank is insane. You need so much speed, and yeah, it's super tough. Big flip Indy.
Kickflip went a bit rocketed there, but no issue for Hampus. And then the nice big front side transfer, taking it up into the street section. Chilling. What a run for Hampus.
Yeah, that's amazing right there. So if he can keep that up, he's definitely looking at jumping that top 3 as well.
Yeah, for sure. Chum Slick saying the course looks fantastic this year in the live chat. Yep, it absolutely is. The guy's ripping it this year, and Jaime Mateu standing in at last second for CJ Collins. Gutted, we were so excited to see CJ rip it, because he has been absolutely smashing the practice sessions, but yeah, taking a fall just before Jam 11. So Jaime Mateu, who apparently had overslept, taking his place.
Went straight for the Loy gap.
Yeah.
Just ran in, jumped right in there. Camera didn't even catch it. Yeah, the clock's going. I mean,
yeah, he needs to get going. He needs
so the clock is going.
Yeah, you can't just have first trick rebate. Yeah. He's trying to claim that he wanted to start his run again, I think.
Double thumbs up means go. Means we're good to go.
I think he's done a very good job of styling that out and managing to blag a restart of his run there. So there we go. The tweak over, the Indy grab kicked out of the tail over the volcano. Oh my word!
Cameraman getting scared there. The trail slide up there on the top. Into the street section with 5 seconds left. What's it going to be? Ride over on the rainbow. And that's going to be all for Jaime Mateo. Nice. Transfer there.
Perfect. Yak in the chat asking, did Grayson Fletcher ride already? Next heat. Next heat.
Saving the best for last.
It is a big one. So, yeah. But right now we are going to go back to the top of the leaderboard, or top of the jam, sorry, for Pedro Quintas. Doing it for Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oh, just getting away from him on the box. Had a great first run. Came 5th at Simple Session last year. Definitely wants to step that up this year. He has it within his wheelhouse to get into those podium places, I reckon, if he can pull it off. So Let's see. Yeah, beautiful front lip, through the corner.
Yeah, I think even though Pedro started off a little bit on the wrong foot in the second run, I think he's still in great shape to make it into the finals, and tomorrow is what's going to count for him.
Yeah.
Did a lot of great stuff in his first run. So, but let's see what he's got for us here.
Yep.
The transfer up, yeah. Okay. Jaime getting in the way.
Yeah. Yeah, did a lot of great stuff in his first run, but if you are kind of joining us a little later, if you're only recently kind of with us, it doesn't get the flip he done.
He landed on the wrong side of the knuckle there, but...
Yeah, if you are just joining us, this isn't best trick counts. In qualifiers, it is an overall impression from both of the runs. Sorry, not best trick counts, best run counts. It's an overall impression of the runs. So, yeah, they've got to get it done. You can't just smash one run and chill in your second. You have to have 2 good runs. Overall impression of the whole jam. So, Ivan Federico, someone who had a great first run as well, looking to back that up with his second, tweaking that nose grab out to perfection over the box, and gets the flip melon up into the street course. We've seen people kind of gapping that, but not seen a trick on it. The flip melon, wow.
Yeah, the flip melon being his go-to, so really cool to see him just like taking that trick anywhere he wants, and making that transfer off the Marseille spine up to the deck, to the street section. Backside blunt. Another one of his classics. Oh, feeble grinding the rail. Just showing his all-around skills. And, just get thrown off by the line there a little bit, but still got time for a flip melon. He's gonna try the tray flip maybe. He doesn't need to today. Yeah, tray. Yeah. Seen him do that many times yesterday, just perfect. But he's in good shape to make the top 15, I think.
Yeah. We will see where he slots in. The top 15 already looking stacked though. So. Yeah, we'll see where that goes. Hampus Wimberg as well. The Swedish kid, 18 years old. Swedish champion in 2023. Yeah, definitely looking good after run number 1 to make that top 15. And I predict to be quite highly up in that top 15 as well.
Yeah.
Got to back it up in run number 2 though. So let's see. Victor Berg saying the sound quality of the cast is the bomb. Love the enthusiasm. Keep it up. Victor, thank you very much, my friend. It's great to have you with us. And everyone with us on the live chat. It's great seeing you guys messaging and chatting throughout the broadcast. That's exactly what we love to see. Simple Session is a community and you guys are just as much a part of it wherever you are in the world. So Hampus straight back up. Smith on the sub box. Back into the quarter. Crooked grind across. Like I say, it's that effortless speed. Oh my word, that is such a steep, tight vert wall to do that frontside heel flip air on, like, heel flip, frontside air, damn.
Yeah, he's looking really solid right now. Hampus is focused today. Everything looking solid, I think. Yeah, got the, I believe it's a hard flip.
Yeah, I thought he dropped it. I thought it was a flip indie that he'd kind of dropped behind him.
It kind of goes behind him when he does it, but that's how he does it. It's like, I don't know whether to call it a hard flip or like a body barrel type thing. But yeah, he does it like that when he skates vert too. But yeah, beautiful.
That is insane. Yeah, the height
big old
on
transfer.
that.
Oh,
So
just getting away
big.
from him with 5 seconds left, but
wow.
I'm claiming Hampus will be top 2 now.
You think so?
Yeah,
you think maybe bump out Beaver Fleming?
I think he's going to bump down Beaver.
Because I think definitely a top 3. Oh,
With that last fall, I mean, his stuff was just better executed. He's got beautiful style. Like, I'd rate that over Beavers. Sorry, Beaver.
Yeah.
But really, like, great 2 runs. Yeah. I think he's going to jump up in there. But right now, Jaime Mateo. Let's see if we can get going for the second run.
Yeah, I think it's going to need to step it up a little bit from run number 1.
Well, he needs to skateboard and not walk around.
Yeah.
Frontside invert, and skateboarding's exactly what he's doing right now, looking good.
Yeah, it'd be great to see one of those kind of signature bomb drops, like boneless in, off something. maybe that gap that David Loy was hitting. Love that though, the kind of tight quarter to indie grab down into the bottom kind of bank.
Front rock, lean grab. That's an odd one. And there's your boneless in. He's got 15 seconds to find another big drop to go off. I'm sure he's going to find one. What's it going to be? What's it going to be?
Whoa, almost getting swirly.
Oh, the front 360.
Oh, man, okay. So some great moments, some falls in there as well, but some great moments for Jaime. And we're going to have to see, whether he makes the top 15. And that rounds out jam number 11. So let's take a look at some of these highlights, Rue.
Yeah, super exciting jam. Pedro with a nice lip slide through the whole pocket. Smith up on the wall. Beautiful pop in. No need for a grab or anything. Ollie up. Just perfect tail grab, nose grind. A lot of speed. Ollie down. And there's that frontside disaster right up on the tall 16-foot bank. Ivan Federico, beautiful nose blunt slide. Don't think we've seen that yet, so that was cool. He's got the flip melon, tweak it out. Yeah, wow, well done. And the flip melon transfer up onto the A-frame.
So tight to get that done, because by the time you're kind of grabbing it, actually you're coming into the landing and only a foot over it, really.
Yeah, and there's that first 360. See how far down he's landing, Humbus? Kickflip indie, nose grind. I feel like Humbus's run had like all the stuff that you'd want in there.
Yeah.
A lot of different variety. He had some cool stuff on the street section. He did that heel flip frontside air.
That was so good as well.
Yeah.
Such a tight quarter to see that on. Is this the hard flip? Look at that. He
Right
catches it behind his back
right
leg.
Behind him.
That is so hard. Wow. I think you think of most flips to indie, you're grabbing kind of more between your legs. Like pulling from behind like that is wow.
Yeah, and especially with a hard flip, you'd think you'd kind of like want to shoot it out in front of you.
Yeah. Very unique.
Jaime with some transfers. The front rock, really liking this. Amazing with the melon lean grab. Off that, not an easy trick. So that was Jam 11. Exciting stuff. The judges just kind of like pop, thumbs up, thumbs down, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. This is where it starts to get a bit tense as well, because they know, these 15 that we're kind of looking at. This is the finals that we're kind of looking at right now.
These are important decisions, and it's coming down to the wire. These are the last guys we have left. We got Grayson coming up, Danny Leon, previous two-time winner. So,
it's going to be big. To confirm, though, currently in the final, we've obviously got the top 11. Isai Sakurai, Viva Fleming, Simon Gerber, Yuro Nagahara, Victor Solmunde, Dan Woolley, Christopher Kroon, Elias Nilsson, Marcelo Jimenez, Diego Brost, and Vincent Matheron. They will definitely be going through to tomorrow, and the others have to wait and see.
Yeah.
From 12th down to 15th.
Yeah, I think Robin might have to be worried a little bit. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's a big heat.
Definitely 4 good skaters coming here. We'll see how it goes. The judge is still talking it over. I'm not quite sure where they're gonna probably place Hampus. Might be the big decision, and also Ivan and Pedro. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be heavy. It's going to be still deliberating.
Yeah.
I get it. It's a tough call.
Yeah, definitely. But what's cool about this is that the judges are actually talking about it. They're not just putting a score into a machine and then having to stick with that. So it's a little bit more loose here. They can talk a little bit about it after the jam and just make sure that they get it right and get everyone placed in exactly the spot where they want them to fit in.
Isai Sakurai sat on an 85. It's going to take a lot to beat that. It is going to take a lot to beat that score.
Yeah, that was 2 flawless runs. Hampus nearly having 2 flawless runs, but just had a fall there at the end. The sister session, the girls' sister session, getting ready, BMX after this?
Yeah, they're down 4 p.m. local time. Have a little look at what that time is for you, wherever you are in the world. But yeah, sister session getting going at 1600 hours here, 4 p.m. and the men's BMX qualifiers getting going at 6 p.m. local time, 1800. And the sister session for skating will be tomorrow before the men's skate finals. So there we go. Interesting. So they were obviously finding it quite a tight call. Beaver Fleming keeps that second place with an 83.5, but Hampus Wimberg slots into third. Ivan Federico in 11th, 74.3, and Pedro Quintas into 14th with a 71.0.
Yeah, so he's right on the bubble right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be interesting to see these last couple of runs here in the last jam.
Yeah. Pedro can chill though, because he knows he's like, great, I'm in 11th, I'm good. There's only 4 more guys to go. I'm into tomorrow. Right. And these are the 4. Julian Agliardi, Stelio Sakellarides, Grayson Fletcher, and Danny Leon. 4 people who all ride in very different ways. And do you know what? We had Julian Agliardi on the podium last year in 3rd. He won in 2023. Danny Leon was 2nd in 2023 and won last year. Danny has won 2 simple sessions. He's been on the podium 5 times since 2015, but he's never won in the arena. Can he make it happen this year? Julian Agliardi going, though, right now, more of a street-orientated rider, and he has been linking up this section with so much speed and power. And there, just getting over the front of the nose blunt. This is going to be such a varied final jam, and I am hyped for it. Flip back lip to perfection. Back Smith down the handrail.
Yeah, tough with that fall on the nose blunt slide because he's got a great run going here. Barley grind. A lot of really cool tech stuff. Seen a lot of the 360 lip slides today.
10 seconds left for Julian Agliardi. The nose grind.
And
solid.
Like we talked about earlier, the judges are not going to score him down for not using the other section.
Yeah.
They're only scoring on the things that they're seeing, and it's overall impression, so both runs count. But he is able to get over there and go over the jump box and get towards the end of his run. But great run.
Definite street ripper. Doing it for Disorder, Nigel's brand. So he's definitely kind of in the right place.
Yeah.
We go now, though, to Stelio Sakellarides from France. Well, he's actually from Reunion Island, should I say. But yeah, a real ripper. Has some amazing kind of like nollie big spin variations, nollie big spin late flips.
Yeah, very smooth and just calm style.
There we go.
Nollie big spin right there. Alley-ooping it with it. Nice power slide up on the wall there. Straight flip.
Bolts. No worries on that. Halfway through his run, going for that. He loves like a nollie up to tail as well, like a frontside nollie up to tail, but just coming away from him. Heading back up to that big bank to fly into the jump box. Oi, coming away. He is gonna need to get something done in this last 10 seconds though, if he isn't gonna have a lot that he needs to do in run number 2 if he wants to make that top 15. We're now in a very competitive situation. Sorry, I realized earlier as well, I said that it was Ivan Federico who was on the bubble. It's actually Pedro Quintas who's in 14th. So Ivan knows that he is safe, and Pedro is the one who needs to be a little more worried about what's going to go down in this jam. He's going to be watching tentatively to see if he gets bumped out. 14th place for him with a 71.0. Grayson Fletcher, the man so many people have been excited to watch, and let me tell you, in practice, he has been absolutely ripping. New rider to the Birdhouse team. And what he's been doing out on the course so far this week has been ridiculous. Kicking off with the crooked grind, up to that back disaster, fully locked him right up to the truck.
Yeah, Grayson's been on a tear lately. Just really excited about this new board with Birdhouse and everything that's going on for him. Just flying all the way to flat off that almost. Frontside blunt on the quarter, just absolutely tearing through anything in his path.
His birthday today as well, and I'm sure would love to make it to finals. There's a little birthday present to himself. Yeah. Going the right way about it so far.
Well, happy birthday, Grayson.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Amazing.
Also, rolling in on that bank is crazy. Like, standing up there and looking down it, to roll in on it, it would be so easy to just go completely to flat on it.
Thinking he's going to go to tail up there.
Where's he going?
Oh, he's going to tail drop off.
Surely not. Surely this isn't about to happen. Grayson Fletcher.
Not saving anything for the finals.
Into that.
And managed to run it out even.
That is great. To even look at that, to even consider that. Is he going to go again? Or is he just going to save that for run number 2? Wow, Grayson Fletcher.
Hopefully we'll see that either run 2 or maybe tomorrow. That was a great run.
That was a great run.
Yeah, he killed it. No worries. I think with the second run, maybe hopefully clean it up a little bit.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. And everyone loves to watch Grayson, and it's exciting. So I think the judges will give him a good score.
Yeah.
Even though he had a couple of falls there towards the end.
We move now, though, to our defending champion, Mr. Danny Leon. He's been coming to Symbol Session for many, many years. And he has been very successful here too. The kind of park that just really plays to his strengths. He loves this kind of mix of real park and street. The hybrid really works for him. A guy who can definitely do both. And it's always exciting to see what he brings every single year, working his way over really creatively into the park, getting that tray flip done, up that step up.
Yeah, just working the course nicely, hitting every little section of it, and doing it in true Danny Leon form. Nollie up to disaster up there, hauling down the step up. Yeah, ready to come back over onto the box jump right at the time, flip Indy.
Whoa, that looked like it almost got away from him. Fingertips catching that flip Indy. Yeah, great first run for Danny Leon, clinical as ever.
Definitely no stranger to contest and putting down great runs. He's got a lot of wins under his belt.
A strong first run for Danny Leon. So, moving back to the top of the bill, we don't get first run scores, it's overall impression across the 2 runs. They get an overall score. So Julian Agliardi had a really strong opener, just 15 years old, winner of Symbol Session 2023, came 3rd last year. Wants to be in the mix again this year if he can. Yeah, there's that nose blunt that caught him out last time. Just getting the weight right on it. It's a deceptively big rail, that. There we go, perfect. Back, Smith, down, linking that up after the flip back lip as well.
Yeah, he's really got great flow right now. Barley grind, working this top section really well.
Oh. Yeah, the foot came off on the 270, maybe slightly throwing his weight off when he got into the lip, but I don't think that'll hurt him too much. This last 10 seconds, if he can get something else in, that would be great, but I think he's across the 2 runs. Yeah, there's the nose grind again, and he wants to get to this, which I think he's timed out very well. If he doesn't have the fall, he probably gets there perfectly. Yeah. Oh, just coming up short on that flip Indy.
Yeah, landed on that part of it. But yeah, again, judges are looking at overall impressions, so the falls are not really going to hurt your score all that much. Obviously, they want to see perfect runs, that's going to work in your favor. But if you do have a fall, it's not the end of the world, and you can still end up with a great score.
Yeah, exactly. It's more just about the time, right? That's it. It's like you just lose the time that you could be doing other tricks. But yeah, there have been contests in the past where it's like, okay, you kind of get a bit of a cross marked down for having fallen, and it may go against you when they're kind of considering where you're gonna slot in. But none of that this year. It's just purely down to what do you get done.
Yeah, this is more like a true skateboarders contest. You get the jam style, which makes it a lot more fun, interesting, and yeah, here we go. In there with Stelio.
Nice tuck knee over that box. Yeah, just about making it up. Look like he might end up losing that. Oh, the nollie big heel transfer. He absolutely loves those. And he has them with real, like, yeah, late flips and stuff. He loves that quarter to flat bank setup. That is a proper Stelio obstacle at any skate park. I always kind of think of him whenever I see them. Okay, yeah, that's that nollie big spin as well. The kick flip to Mongo push. Intentional, of course.
Manual in there. Is he going to go for the low gap? No.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say you're going to need a bit more speed to hit that Stelio. 5 seconds on the clock. Will Stelio make it into that final, little kind of like alley nollie there, transfer? Will he have done enough to make that top 15?
It's looking pretty tough right now. If you're looking at Pedro Quinta's run, which we just saw in the previous heat, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for him to get in there. Grayson Fletcher, though, it's a different story. A lot of excitement, a lot of speed, big tricks, and he is ready to go, looking amped. Go, Grayson.
In case you don't have the scores or leaderboards in front of you right now, it is David Loy in 15th. So he's the man on the bubble. Grayson Fletcher, looking like he's going to be well in there, isn't he, Ree?
Yeah. Big ollie to Smith on that wall ride. Seen him just do big ollies on it earlier. Absolutely amazing getting out the top of that thing. Oh, the big classic Grayson 1 foot. It's hard to commentate on this when it's so exciting. The words in your brain are just, I don't know, they're not working together when Grayson's on the course.
Grayson will land anything. It can look like it's gone, it's long gone, and he just manages to pull it back in.
He will try. If there's a way to make it, he will try.
Coming in with so much aggression, I love it.
Where is he going? Where is he going?
Oh my words.
One of the true BMX gaps. You can see it right there off that red quarter into like past the Doritos, like kind of where he's running up right there. Amazing. Really got fingers crossed that they're going to put Grayson in for tomorrow, because with the stuff that we saw today, maybe not the most solid runs, but definitely some of the most exciting. And I think tomorrow that's what we want. We want to see something exciting. The judges want to see something exciting. And, if he puts some of the stuff together, which he was trying today, like the big tail drop, and this transfer that he just tried, he could potentially win this thing. So let's get him in there for tomorrow, judges.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go. So Danny Leon,
Danny's going in.
Defending champion. He's going to keep it going. That's kind of like, that's not really a trick dropped, and he didn't lose much time on that. So yeah, the big flip indie, and he is straight back into this street section with the nose blunt slides across the rail. Yeah, love that.
Classic Danny Leon, finger flip, lean to tail.
Yeah, he's been doing that trick for years. I don't think I've ever seen him drop one. That front blunt on that quarter. That quarter, it's hard to express just how kind of tight that is until you ride it in person. So to be front blunting that is very impressive.
Yeah, it's got a good amount of vert on it. Probably about 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah, and it's, I think, only about 9 foot tall. So
yeah, the quarter to vert ratio is pretty off.
Oh, going for the kickflip in.
Oh, board going all the way over on the track.
And that's going to be time right there for Danny. I don't think he needs to worry about being in that top 15, though. I think he's going to be comfortably
Yeah, he's in there.
in the mix with that across those 2 runs. I don't know, though, that we've seen anything that is going to touch Isai Sakurai. That 85. I think he's comfortably our first place qualifier. Let's see what we had go down in our final jam number 12 ring.
Beautiful front feeble grind from Julian. Kickflip back lip, really getting tech on this course. Beautiful kickflip back lip there, and really focused straight into the backsmith down the rail. Beautifully done, nice and dipped. No splint slide across the A-frame. Hugs for the homies, and Stelio, alley-oop, nollie, big spin, tray flip up the Euro gap, and working the transfers, working the whole course, getting around, and nollie, alley-oop, big spin heel flip, or big flip. There's Grayson, the big ollie across. Just that ollie, I mean, he pretty much lands on flat. Trying to get the biggest tail drop in the arena, probably the biggest tail drop in Estonia. There's that ollie. Look how high he is on that vert wall. Banging it down to Smith. So exciting. Ollie to 50 on the A-frame. Almost looping out on the way up, still kicking the foot off. Beautifully done. Daniel, nice tray flip. Nice and easy. The big kickflip indie. Oh, that might have been the smaller one he did. He had one. He opened the second run with a better one, I think. No splint slide. And the finger flip lean to tail, there it is, coming down so smooth. Waves to the crowd. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I think Vincent's safe. I am not sure about Pedro Quintas right now. Depending on Grayson's score. The judges have a tough job right now. And you can kind of see him sitting there talking, smiling a little bit. What's it going to be? It's a tough call right now.
As we were saying, I think Ivan Federico is probably very glad he got that 11th place, because I imagine for Pedro it's a real kind of twitchy moment right now, unsure whether you're going to make that cut. And looking at the leaderboard at the moment, what a top 15 it is as well, and great to see it. A lot of kind of like newer names coming through as well, younger names coming through. This kind of next generation. And Simple Session always been a great contest for that. It's a truly international event, but you get a lot of kind of emerging names having the light shone on them at Simple Session and then going on to do great things. I mean, we were mentioning people like Aurelian and Vincent Milou earlier, and people like that have come through that have really been on that European circuit. Simple Session's been a staple of that every year, and then they go on to do things like Street League and X Games and stuff as well to kind of compete on that kind of level. It's great, kind of these newer names that you're seeing this year, people you might be being introduced to for the first time. Kind of make a mental note, because who knows where they're going to be in the next couple of years. And Isai Sakurai as well, one of those names, definitely made his mark last year, but I knew with a bigger course this year he was going to be coming in with something wild. Didn't realize it was quite going to be the 85 that he's sat in first place with right now, he has smashed it once again, and definitely going to be bringing it out for the finals. Super amazing.
2 runs, just flawless, both of them. Massive alley-oop 540s and flying around the whole course. Tweaking the big stale-fishes, and just going every which direction, and hitting the top part, hitting the transition stuff. So well deserved being in first place right now. I don't see anyone from the 12th heat that we just saw try to jump into that first spot. So well done. He'll be going last tomorrow in tomorrow's finals. After we do the sister session. So looking forward to that, and make sure you stay tuned, because there's a lot of really good BMXing coming up after this.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. We're just waiting on these final scores, and then we'll be wrapping up here But yeah, as Rune says, so much action still to come today. Lazy Skateboard saying, please, please, we need Grayson tomorrow. Could not agree more. So yeah, we are obviously nothing to do with the judging here in the commentary booth, but we are keeping fingers crossed too, because we definitely want to see what he can bring.
I've just mail-bombed Pat Duffy with about 15 emails right now. Put Grayson in, put Grayson in.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's checking emails right now. Hopefully he is, but yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, so we can see some of the BMXers getting warmed up, the sister session BMXers.
Flying around.
In a moment's time, we are going to have those scores for you.
Yes. And this course is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, the skateboarders are going off, but once you get the BMXs on there, it is next level. So even if you might not necessarily be a big BMX fan out there, if you're sitting out there as a skateboard fan, I highly encourage you to stay on the feed and check out some of this BMX, because it is absolutely insane what these guys do. I mean, every time I see BMXing, I just get blown away. Yeah, it is unreal. The gaps, the transfers, the flips and bike flips and whatever they're doing now, it is wild.
Yeah, absolutely. Great to have the sister session back as well. First time since 2019, so awesome to have them returning. And you see there, so Isai Sakurai does keep first place. Danny Leon goes into second. We've got Beaver Fleming, Hampus Winberg, Simon Gerber, Yoro Nagahara, Julian Agliardi slots himself into 7th place, and that's followed up by Victor Salmunde. So your mate from Copenhagen did good. Dan Woolley there sticking in 9th place. Christopher Kroon in 10th. Elias Nilsson in 11th. Marcelo Jimenez in 12th. Ivan Federico in 13th. Diego Brost in 14th. And Grayson Fletcher taking that 15th place.
My emails and prayers were answered.
There we go.
I guess he was checking emails.
Yeah, right, there we go. So for those of you that wanted to see Grayson Fletcher in the mix tomorrow, it's happened. It's going to be absolutely massive. But like Rune was saying, we've got so much more to go down today. At 4 o'clock local time, in 15 minutes, we're going to have Thule and Daryl here in the booth bringing you the sister session. And then I'm going to be back at 6 o'clock with Daryl for the men's BMX qualifiers. We're going to say bye to Rune for now, though. Thank you so much for today, man. Rune, we'll be back tomorrow for the sister session skate and the skateboard finals. BMX coming right up, 15 minutes time. Do not go anywhere.
Woo.